All right, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a Sunday night, Monday morning stream. It's me, Mr. Cardconomist, the host of the Pokemon Card live stream. We're here basically every single day, which is really nice because it means that you can rely that we're going to have some Pokemon cards for sale, and you can hit me up every single day and have some consistency in your life. Mike, you floating away yet? Mike's floating away. Mike's in Puerto Rico, and they are having really bad flooding, and they're having power outages, and he is affected by it. Oof. So his power is down, so no thumbnail tonight. Connor Fletcher says, yes, hey, mister, what's up, Shiny Sandslash? What's up, real Anthony? Yeah, so he is out of power. I'm guessing he's still running on backup power and cell phone data or something like that. But he should conserve that. And anyways, hopefully their problems are figured out quickly. I feel very bad for him. Now let's talk about what's on the menu tonight. I told you guys every stream I want to have one good slab available, but it's the trick is it's going to cost more than the cheapest buy it now price on eBay, okay? But that's my rule. I got to have something nice available. In this case, it's this beautiful chrome Pikachu. This is available for SLAB-AWAY, and he's going to join the menu here. I think he's a highly collectible card. He looks fantastic. He's holographic, but not just that. The TOPPS chrome cards are textured. Yeah, that's right. They got texturing. There's lines in here, so it's like it's been etched. Very beautiful. That's why I have one in my collection. And the other thing we have tonight is this beautiful XY Breakthrough Booster Box. I believe I had an empty, yes, here we are. Yes, I had an empty list right here. Let's get this written up. So XY Breakthrough, oh, I got to get a price for it. I'm sorry. Let's start there. Let's get a price for this Breakthrough box. Give me a moment. On a very busy day today. I hope you guys did too. Hanging out with my wife. We went out. Let's see. So we're going to do about... Let's see what this comes out to be. So it's going to be about $22 a spot for this Breakthrough Booster Box break. That's not bad, is it? Yeah, that is not bad. Anthony, all good. Keeping safe. All right, give me a minute. So if you're wanting in here, this will end up being $22 a spot. That's actually not, that's just $1 more than Roaring Skies. And this one's not on the menu, so you might want to join. And I'll be really excited to do the box break on this one. The last time we did it, it was real successful. Really cool box break. So that's why I wanted to do it again. All right, tonight we have 8-bit music playing. I'm always trying to find something new to play. Breakthrough box. $22 a spot. Let's get the spots drawn up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm exhausted, guys. I'm so tired. I just did not get enough sleep, man. I was up late yesterday night with you guys. My wife woke me up. I wanted to go stream. My wife was like, no. She's a witchy woman, man. She's got her ways. Don't read this, says Waldo. She's got her ways of keeping me from streaming. 132. You guys don't stand a chance. 34, 35. So we are late. We should have started at what, 11? So, but we're actually starting at about 12:30. What that means is we'll have about a 2.5 hour long stream, so it'll be shorter than usual. But that's okay because I'll get all the orders done, and it is a Sunday night. I'm not expecting a really busy night, but you never know. Could be a busy night. Look at that beautiful Pop 94 TOPPS Chrome Pikachu. That's the special card tonight for anyone who just joined. And XY Breakthrough is the box break. Let's update the menu now. Did I already do that part? Pack break. We're going to do box break. Box break. XY. Ooh, that's loud. All right, we'll hit save on that. Now I'm going to turn this down a bit. Whew. What is this called? Gargoyle's Quest? This is considered the top music of all time. Oh, I see. So it goes backwards from 1. So let's start in the middle then. Click. All right, we're starting in the middle. And I'm going to turn this all the way up, but we're going to adjust the volume in YouTube. I don't recognize this at all. This is considered the best. I won't bark for no one. Bark, bark, says Gil. Gil! Ruff, ruff, ruff. You ready? Ooh. So, for anyone who missed yesterday's stream, I talked about my new pricing paradigm for the slabs, right? I was thinking about it. This was after I returned from Collecticon, where I experienced a lot of new feelings about the hobby. Mainly that there's too many junk slabs, and why would I buy a junk slab from one guy when they're just too abundant? You know what I mean? So our new price guide is that whenever I sell a junk slab, it's either $5 cheaper than the cheapest buy it now or 10% cheaper than the cheapest buy it now, one or the other. No matter what, it's always cheaper than eBay. That's my new goal. And then there must always be a highly collectible slab, but the price can be higher than eBay, but we offer SLAB-AWAY. So you might be interested in putting this Pikachu into SLAB-AWAY. I consider him a highly collectible card. All right, let's get started, guys. So, let's see. You used your credit card at Target. That's right. Took my wife to Target. We got her Starbucks. We bought a bunch of stuff we didn't need. Joseph Juarez, 2 Arcanas. She never gets to go out, so I was like, let's take you out. 2 Arcanas. They're going to be in here. We are started, everyone. Wait, those are Star Wars packs. Where did these even come from? Sometimes people donate their Star Wars cards to me, like their junk Star Wars cards. How much to SLAB-AWAY you? Oh, that would cost a lot to SLAB-AWAY me. We appreciate all the thought that goes into everything. Thanks, man. What do I do with these, man? You guys want a free Star Wars card tonight? We're going to have some free Star Wars cards tonight. So, oh, but that is actually a little damaged card, huh? Well, I'll let you guys play around with that. All right, so we got some Star Wars cards. We'll toss one into each order whenever your order has like a card, and we can actually toss something in. If you're just doing like a SLAB-AWAY payment, I'm not going to go looking for your bag. How can we enter for a pack? Oh, you're asking how to participate in the stream, is that right? Well, you would go to the description of the live stream and look at what we have for sale, and then you send a payment over PayPal. We also accept crypto. All right, 2 Arcanas. If you can send a message with the crypto, be sure to do that. I'm still new to the crypto, so I'm still kind of figuring it out, still learning the best way to go about it. Wait, these are my other scissors. How did these get over here? Where are the big scissors? Hold on, let me place this here. Those are my shipping scissors. I want the big scissors, the big boy scissors. Come on, mommy. Let's see what we got. What are battle boosters? Is that a new set? It's not a new set. Battle boosters, I don't know how long you've been, no, you haven't been with the channel a long time. Battle boosters are like a custom booster pack that gives you a chance at a whole booster box. However, only one person gets that whole booster box. Everyone else will just get a kind of a cold Pokemon card pull, like maybe a common, uncommon card. Okay, so does that make sense? You can see your odds, you can see what's in it. This time it's EEVEE Heroes, and the odds are 1 in 16, I think. 1 in 16. Okay, Joseph. Mr. Joseph. Here he is. Everyone else get the refund, I think. Nope, you do not get a refund. No, sir. All right, next we got Joseph Campolongo. Joseph says, remember my accident? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Joseph, if you're curious about doing some sort of special WotC opening, you can contact me on Instagram, and we could talk more at length on that. I don't remember all the details of what we've spoken about before when it comes to doing some kind of special vintage thing, but yeah, I'm always willing to work something out with you, okay? Man, I was so hungover today, base set would actually be absurd, says Robert. Okay, we got Michael Osborne. Hey, mister, I was opening a whopping 3-pack blister of Lost Origin and pulled the Giratina. Wow, man. That's wild. I think my Pokeluck is all used up. Can I please try Final Fantasy instead? 5 Rebellion Call and 2 Emissary of Light. You got it, Michael. So, Michael, the question for me is, where did I last put Emissary of Light? And where did I put Rebellion Call? Here it is. Did Mr. show his fee yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No new slabs tonight? The expensive slab? This is the new expensive slab. This beautiful TOPPS Chrome Pikachu Holo. It's a holographic card. It did grade 10. They're hard to grade 10. Pop 94, only $450. Okay. Now, he said he wants 2 emissaries of light. Let's go grab those. Let's see. Aha. Sweet. I don't know about this 8-bit music. I'm not impressed. Apparently $450 isn't pricey enough. Steep. I thought he's a really, really, really good one. What are you talking about? TOPPS Chrome Pikachu? I bet you most people don't have that card. There's only 94 of them. Should be Pop 69 for $420. Just got back from a Packers game. Let's go! All right, so we've got Kazat. He's got an icy sword. I think he does ice things. You went Fozzie, nice. Here's White Mage. What? Okay, White Mage. Here's Orc and Dancer. What? We also have Super Soldier and Edgar. What? And Scholar Matoya. What? Nothing too crazy. But maybe these 2 packs will have the crazy ones. Oh, that's nice. You got Titus. Wow, that looks really cool. All right, Titus. How about that PSA 10 Team Rocket Dark Dragonite? Here's Leviathan. My mom is inheriting millions from a dead uncle. Her and her brother, my uncle, are the next of kin because all the peeps died. So I might be an inherited millionaire soon. If that's true, that's the dream, man. Good for you. And I hope you put some of it into the Pokemon card hobby, okay? You got to help us all out by parking some money in the hobby. All right. Thank you, Michael. Beautiful. I cracked and resubbed some of my older CGC 9 high-end vintage slabs and got a few 9.5s. So you're saying that you regraded them with CGC and they actually came back 9.5? That's funny. That is funny. Man, that's because they changed their grading rubric, didn't they? They made it slightly easier, right? It used to be really, really, really tough. Let's see. Titus and Unifire. In other words, pile of Pokies. Sergio got his stimulus. He subbed again. What? Muhammad, Miles, Miguel. You didn't need a new bag, did you? Oh, he says I need a new bag. There you go. You wrote me that whole message. I didn't read the very last. Yep, they graded higher. 9 early EX era EXs and reverses. Wow, that's going to do you real well because once a card hits 9.5, people treat it as if it's going to regrade into a PSA 10. So, yeah, that's going to help you, I think. I want that Pikachu. He's pretty good, isn't he? Michael Osborne. There we go. Ooh. Oh, my. All right, cool. We have an order now from Sylvester Stands. I have an IOU for $25. All right, sounds good. Shoop. There we go. He knows I live in my car. How's everyone doing? I'm doing all right. He's so sweet asking how everyone's doing. Oops. Yay! What's your body count, mister? Like a bazillion. I was the slickest man alive. They called me Rico Suave. All right, here we are. Mister, I sent money for that Chrome Pikachu. Thank you very much, Mr. Eastside. Let me put it to the side for you. And this gets thrown away. And now we slide this in here. CGC really was wilding on some of their older 8.5 and 9 grades on Gem Mint Pack Fresh Vintage stuff. Yay! All right, Sylvester Sands. It wasn't a really large body count. Here we are. Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't like just meaninglessly sleeping around with girls. There was always a girl I was interested in. And think about it. Yeah, it wasn't a whole bunch. Just 3 girls. 3 girls, and then my wife makes 4. There you go. All right, let's see what's next. David Capistran, One Adventure Time. Let's see. I mean, 5 if you count your mom. 2 Fusion Strike. 2 Fusion Strike. When I was younger, I was actually really Catholic. And so, you know, I was real focused on, you know, I was real focused on a relationship that was going to last forever. You know what I mean? Mister, did she churn butter? It's life, Scott. They're grading like they should be. The back of the card shouldn't really matter with off-centering and little white specks. WTF, mister. All right, so 2 Fusion Strikes. I have a bag. David Capistran. What's up, David? Sleep. All right. Thoughts on the broader economy? We're currently in the midst of a major crash, and some think we're going lower. Rip Buckcoin. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Oh, what's this? David Capistran with the Super Snipe. That's a beautiful Gengar VMAX alternative art, and that is one of the top pulls in the set. Beautiful, man. Actually, I still don't have one of these. You're going to have to give it to me. There we go. Mr. went from religious to liberal to non-religious conservative. Yeah, that's a good description. Exactly. So I was pretty Catholic, and then I turned into a liberal. And I even have old text messages with my wife where we were talking about, like, Obama. I was like, yeah, Obama, he's the best. And now I am a non-religious conservative. That is a good description. I wouldn't really even call myself a conservative, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'd fit in with the rest of them. I don't think they'd like me so much. I would call myself, like, in some new group that believes in sort of, like, natural laws or something like that. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe. Because the Catholic Church claims to believe in natural laws, but they don't. They're more like Catholic natural laws. But I feel like I really, really believe in actual nature. You know what I mean? So what we got? I'm all about that dog-eat-dogs world. Independent? Never get that luck. Oh, I'm definitely independent. I'll vote for either party. My girlfriend was a liberal. She's more independent now. She's woken. Mr. only likes pokey communism when it benefits him. That's just your age. So, Mr., I mentioned that Pikachu card, and it sold that fast, so I'm still making you money. Yay! I'd date a woman if she liked Trump just to date her. What? Mr. will buy that Gengar for $15 store credit. Well, let's take a quick look at it. It might be a nice one. Well, no, it's a bit fat on the top and thin on the bottom. It's also thin on the left here. You can't see it as much from the front, though, but I'm not betting on that grading 10. I'm betting that on that grading 9. So you should probably grade it with, like, PSA, see what they do with it. I might give a Glock to my sister, because it's a dirty word. You could get hurt. You can get hurt. What are you talking about? Boop. All right, David Capistran. I don't care what a girl's political affiliation is. I will date any girl independent of political affiliation. I don't really care. There we go. I'm sending an order right now on PayPal. Sounds good, man. So now we've got Jeff Leon. Ultimate Weiss single pack's going to pay off. This way everyone can see the juice. So Jeff wants one of everything, it looks like. So he wants 1 slime. Okay, 1 slime. 1 rent a girlfriend. That would be over here. Okay, 1 rent a girlfriend. 1 is it wrong? Do I need a new is it wrong? I think I need a new is it wrong. Give me a moment. All right. Is it wrong to have boobies? It is. Going for the Weiss Snipe, it seems. Could be a Weiss Snipe. You never know. Okay. Is it wrong? 1 Fantasia Bunko. Okay. Fantasia. One Hollow Live. One Seven Deadly Sins. Here we are. One Adventure Time. And one Sneaker Bunko. Wow, that's a really big order. Is Trump doing 2022 election? I think he will. I think he will. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Wow, look at all this. What's the queue looking like tonight? It says 9 people in the queue. That's pretty average. It's not a long line by any means. It's a pretty average queue. I mean, you're not going to be open in like 15 seconds. Sometimes the queue is non-existent. Usually at like the very, very, very beginning of the stream or the very, very end, you can get in and like be done in 5 minutes. But, you know, 9 people in the queue, that's pretty standard. 2022 is for Senate. I am the Senate. Oh, look at this. He does his little flip through the air. What a great scene. 2024 for president. Okay, we got 2 hollows in Rent a Girlfriend. Here's the Slam. That's cold. We'll do 7 Deadly Sins next. Okay, here's that guy. Hey, that's my record. Do you think the value of Pokemon cards will keep increasing over time? Most definitely. I strongly believe that, and I continue to pour a lot of money into Pokemon. Here we are. We need a woke president, not a sleeper. That's right, maybe. Trump and Hillary for prison. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got the hollow. The hollow and the... Okay. Not too many loots in there. I placed an order, but I forgot to mention I have a bag. Wilbur. Thank you, Wilbur. Have you seen the card called Goddess Party? I don't know if I have. Can we get a president that isn't elderly? No, they both must be 90 years old. Did they explain which magazines from the White House? Oh, we do pick up a full art, unusual interest. That's from the from the Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls collection. There you go, Jeff. Very nice, man. The fact that you pick up a full art really makes this round not so bad. I can't believe he took all those magazines. He took classified documents, despite the fact that a president can declassify documents. Can declassify documents. So he probably declassified them and then went home with them. And now they're like, all right, it looks like he might run for president. Let's go ahead and raid his house, dig up all the dirt on him if we could, and get those classified documents. Look out, he's got classified ones. Oh, no. All right, what we got? Ooh. Meanwhile, the Biden laptop is a Russian disinformation. That's crazy, man. We live in a... It's not looking good, guys. This is looking like... you know, Trump used to say this thing that I used to disagree with called the deep state, right? And I was like, oh, my God, what a conspiracy theorist. But it's like everything else he ever said. It all kind of came true. I was like, wow, man. I don't think I like that. Oh! Oh! What are we looking at? So wait, we just print dollars out of thin air and then we owe interest on those dollars? Here we are. That's right, Smitty. Smitty, that's actually accurate. Because if we printed money out of thin air and it didn't mean anything, well then the economy would collapse because nobody would accept US dollars. So it has to matter when we print dollars and loan them out. If everyone lost faith in the dollar, your job that pays dollars would become meaningless. And you would start asking them to pay you in bananas and loaves of bread. And they wouldn't pay you very well at that point. So you bet your butt cheeks that we owe interest on the dollars that we print. Here we are. Inflation update. Inflation. There's a lot of it. Yay! Wait, money costs money? Pay you in walnuts. All right, that's for Jeff. My name's Jeff. Here we go. The only reason the government prints that money and hands it out to Wall Street is because it's expecting Wall Street to at least pay some interest on that. But it's gotten so bad that they don't even pay all the interest. They bring the interest rate down to almost zero. But more recently, they've been bringing the interest rate up a little bit, and that's what's causing the economy to crash. Smitty says, theoretically, we could never pay off our debt from a mathematical standpoint, right? No, we could pay off our debt from a mathematical standpoint, but first the government would have to spend less than it earns, which the government's never going to do because they have no incentive to do that, because we don't vote spenders out of office. We actually vote for people who will spend. We say, we're going to reward whichever president wastes the most money. Thanks. So the presidents and the politicians see that and they say, well, vote for me. Free stuff for everyone. We paying all these fees when we should be buying Pokies. All right, let's drop the price on this by $5 from 39 to 34. There we go. Is a 10 a junk slab? We're going to drop this to 27. I just feel like it's a junk slab. We're going to drop this one to 38. We're going to drop this one to 27. I don't feel that this is a junk slab, so this price will remain the same. This is actually rather nice. The Mewtwo, people like this card. It features a cute girl. It's got the Mewtwo on it. It's very nice. My PokeQueen bought me some packs. I'm excited, bro. I think interest should be called boring. Have y'all ever even taken a math class from a mathematical view? I took a lot of math classes. All right, now we got Dylan Warnick. 2 EEVEE heroes. 2 EEVEE heroes? You got it, buddy. You got it, bro. Mister, how you feeling? Oh, you know, sleepy. I have a small bag, says Dylan. Okay, Dylan, you're going to take home a Star Wars card. This one with the gut gobbler on it. By the way, don't make fun of people that work at McDonald's. It's a job. I would never make fun of them. Mister called an underage girl cute on Mimikyu. I don't know anything about who this is. You think I'm an expert on that character? I wasn't playing that Pokemon era. The ice cream machine always broke. I heard Mister took all the math classes. Really, I did. I took a bunch of theoretical classes. I took all the calculus classics. I took differential equations. I took calculus physics. It was lots of fun. It was horrible. If I had to take all the classes, one thing I didn't take, I never took a big data class. My wife did, and I didn't because I didn't have to. And because I had enough credits to graduate, but she took it anyways because she's hardcore. We also benefit from being the reserve currency, hence why we can be $1 trillion in debt right now. It doesn't appear to be working because what happens is when the government prints up trillions of dollars of debt and they send it off to China to buy China's garbage, which we could be making that garbage here, by the way, but we send it over to China. China doesn't use that money to buy Chinese goods. China uses our own money to go back and buy into our companies. So we give them cash for some doodad that they printed or produced, but they take that money and they buy buildings in our country. They buy land. They buy stocks. So you go to Walmart and make China rich, and then China buys up the houses, and you go, why can't I afford anything out here? It's so expensive. Because you let your government print out money, that's why. Dylan, let's find your bag, Dylan. Also, at some point, those countries go, God damn, they're sending us so much cash, and the cost of goods, the cost of United States buildings are getting so expensive, we don't want to sell our goods to the United States for so cheap anymore. We're going to have to raise our prices. So either way, we end up paying the inflationary cost of printing up all that money and sending it off to a foreign country to buy their goods from them. So the U.S. being a reserve currency is not some superpower where you can just print infinite amounts of money and hand it out. And anyone who believes that's really brainwashed. You've been brainwashed by the communists and the socialists who think that you can just print money and there's no consequence, which is just crazy. I mean, why would you believe that on its face? It's just stupid to believe that. Connor James Fletcher says 5 lost origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They buy ports and docks in Western Australia and ship us all the goods for even cheaper. Smart, smart. Here we are. Well, that's because those docks and ports used to be a source of revenue for the Australians. Now it's part of their business. So it's no longer a cost for them. But you guys miss out on all the revenue that you would have earned had you just held on to your docks. Very stupid of the Australians to sell anything. It's the same for the Americans. Why would you sell anything that's actually valuable? Let's put it in Pokemon terms. You've got a Pokemon card and it's Pop 30 and you own all of them. But because you're bad with money, you have to sell to your opponent some of those Pop 30 Pokemon cards that you own all of. You start giving them out because you're bad with money and you need cash all of a sudden. Or maybe you're just selling your country out because you don't give an F, which is often the case as well. There's no actual loyalty to the nation. It's all about globalism. You could be a rich globalist rather than a semi-rich nationalist. So you sell out your country's valuable Pokemon cards, and now your country has about half the cards and no control on the price anymore. It's bad. Oh well, you're poor, but the person who sold those rare Pokemon cards is rich now. Yay! I was the guy who sold Australia's ports to China. I'm rich now. Who cares about the Australian people? They can suck it. One nation under Pokegod. Arabs are trillionaires. Taking all the poppy fields back home. Here's Thornton. Ooh. Here's Valplume. You know, Epic Games is a great example. You guys might have played Fortnite. You might have played Gears of War. You might have played a video game that runs on the Unreal Engine. That was an American company owned by the Chinese now. They took the money they made from us and bought our company. What did we buy? T-shirts? Cheap shoes, maybe? They're not really even cheap. Walmart marked it up by like 20 times the actual production cost. So it's really not that cheap. But you made Walmart rich too. So Walmart's rich and China's buying Epic Games. So that's cool, I guess. But you're poor. And you're like, what's happening? Well, you're getting a raw side of the deal, man. You're getting the bad side of the deal. You're the guy they're cashing out on. You work your whole life. And then 30 years later, you're like, damn, I'm old. Okay, well, I worked my whole life. At least I've got money. Nope. No, you don't. It's all been sold under your feet. You bought Walmart made in China goods your whole life. China bought up all the houses and all the companies, and so did Walmart, and so did BlackRock and all the other corporations, and they're globalist corporations that don't care about you, and they don't care about any country in particular. They're just corporations. They're like an animal in the wild, right? They want to eat. They just want to eat everything. But so, you know, your government printed up all this money and gave it off to you, and you sent it off into the ocean. And now you can't figure out why you're poor. It's really obvious why you're poor. Luckily, they teach all this in school because it's really important to know this stuff. But don't worry, the government teaches you all this stuff. You know, the government's in charge of public education, isn't it? So luckily, the government wouldn't want to throw the American people under the bus like a slave class. No. They would teach you all this stuff in school. Don't worry. Here we are. Why would they keep it a secret? Okay, who's next? Isai says, may I have 30 Lost Abyss? I have a huge bag. 30 Lost Abyss for Isai. The last one was for Connor. Did I do something wrong? Connor James Fletcher? 5 Lost Origin? Yeah, I did that. Connor James Fletcher. That's why I shop at Target, not Walmart. Oh, yeah, okay. They're the exact same. They do the same thing. Do you think these big businesses with CEOs worth billions should pay their workers more or not? A worker should be paid whatever a worker is willing to be paid. So a lot of people are told by like socialists and communists that your boss just owes you more money because he does. Your boss doesn't owe you anything. Your boss should pay you whatever you're willing to take. And if the guy next to you will do your job for less pay, he should fire you and hire the other guy. That's how the labor market works. It's really uncomplicated. Now, you don't like to hear that because you don't like the idea of your wage going down. Well, maybe the guy next to you shouldn't exist. You know, maybe there's too many guys exactly like you, and that's the problem for you. So you need to stand out from the crowd and make sure your government isn't importing a bunch of cheaper workers to outsource, more like insource your job. Right, so outsourcing occurs when they take a factory job and they send it to China. But they do another trick where they bring the workers into America as well, and this reduces your ability to compete for good wages. All right, so back to Isai. But that's up to you. You can be a meritocracy globalist type and believe that as many workers as possible should be imported. So that's fine too. You can have that way of thinking. So like, for example, I think that we should import every hard worker we can. There should be a very tough competition all the time. A protectionist point of view would be, let's not import every worker in the world into America. That way our wages stay high because corporations can't just replace me with my neighbor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Don't, mister, it's Last Abyss. Oh, Last Abyss. All right, let me change it. Lost Origin, Lost Abyss, it's the same thing. Here we are. Ha-ha. Mr. on a rant. Ree! Dumbing down socialist ideals so hard, LMAO, this is why we stay poor. Mister, stop talking. You're making an error. I'll never stop talking. Wait, I'm about to make an error. Mister, I started with crypto investing. Any advice? Any advice on crypto investing? Find God, because you're going to need to pray to him if you lose it all. Here we are. All right, here we go. Dear God, please let my crypto go up. I know there's 16,000 of them, but this is the one everyone's going to buy, maybe. All right, here goes. Pay my student loans. Give me free stuff. Give me your stuff. Mister, what can I buy with 50 honey buns? Yo, honey buns. You bring those honey buns over here. We'll get you chowies out. Don't buy crypto so easy. Snip. Dear Jesus, please let my crypto go up. I know there's 16,000 of them, but this is the one. I really feel it. Do you do trades for anything aside from cards? Favors. Honey buns. Favors with honey buns involved. How do we purchase shipping after purchasing packs? Shipping is $8. You don't have to ship right away. You can hold your bag over here for quite a long time. That's why we add the month that you ordered your bag. That's why we write that down, because you can ship like a month later if you feel like it. But it's $8, and the moment you buy it, I ship everything out. All right, Mr. Isai. What about the artwork? Would you trade for something like that? Mister, there's a 12K Fukuda signed Rayquaza Gold Star auction ending on eBay. Gold Star, both of these. Here's, oh, Sableye. Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay, Sableye. This is for Isai, by the way. Dear government, please make my boss pay me more so I can be rich. Don't ship until death. Here's a Caillou Ram. Meh. You meanie? I hate CEOs. Ugh. Mister, my wife's boyfriends laugh at me for losing all my money in PIKACHU. Tell him it's going to the moon, mister. Tell him. PIKACHU's going to the moon. Ooh. Cuck Fluffer coin is going to the moon. I liquidated all my assets and put it in penny stocks. Any tips? Why would you buy penny stocks, bro? Bro, you need to be buying $1 million stocks. Think about it. $1 million stocks, man. Use your mind. $1 million stocks. Penny stocks, that's for the poor. Why would you buy $1 million of penny stocks when you can buy $1 million stock? Now you're thinking like a millionaire. Millionaire mindset. All right. Isai. Dear government, let's all fight over who can make the work $1 cheaper. Come on, man. Where's my free ones? Oh. Face reveal so fiery. Mister, look, ripped city. Chub, go away. I mean, nice weather. Cuck Fluffers, lives matters. Oh, no, not the Drapion. You got blue eyes? My eyes are actually green. If you look really carefully, I have green eyes, and so does my wife. You know what that means. We're required, basically. We're like zoo animals. We're rare. There's not a lot of green-eyed people out there. So, by the rules of a zoo, we have to have babies, at least 1 or 2, so that there's still green-eyed people left over 100 years from now. I trust my Lord and Savior, Mario. What's Mister doing a meme? I'm a zoo animal. Okay, Mister, I'll trade you a case of 100 honey buns for Pokies. Brown eyes Uggo. There's no need to judge anyone's eye color. It's just nice to have variety, right? Everyone's eye color is fine. It's sort of a unimportant thing, really. But you know how it is. People like it when something's rare. So I got the rare green eyes. That's the rarest eye color, I think. Will you have 12 kids with your parents? If I can get 12 girlfriends, I'll have 12 kids. Mister, when are you having kids? Oh, anytime, any second. Here's a hollow. Only judge pee-pee size. I'm enjoying the no kid lifestyle, but I know I need to have kids. You know, I risk dying in a car crash and not having any kids, so it is a risk. It's kind of a bad risk. I can get green contacts, problem solved. I'm rare. Here we are. All right, nah, bruh, she knows it's fake. Fake, phony, fake. Rarest eye color is gray. Oh yeah, well then my eye color is gray. I hate when people wear eye-colored contacts. You can adopt me, mister. Oh, okay. Do you mind if I write you into the will then? There's crocodile. When Mister has kids, you know the stream hours will drop. Probably. There's a chance of that. I'll just make my wife do all the work. I'll be like, it's not my kid. You made it. Are green eyes better for the environment? I hear green eyes are better for my wallet. I got the greedy eyes. Isai, he says he's got a huge bag. Okay, enough bragging. Let's find his bag, though. Here he is. Yay! Deez was working them corners for the Pokeball. I have gray-blue eyes. Wilbur, 2 packs of the Hollow Live. You got it, Wilbur. Let's see. I got it for free. 150 for the Immaculate Drapion. 2 packs of Rent a Girlfriend. Okay. Do you want a boy or girl? Oh, I love having baby girls because I just love it when other people get to acquire my daughter rather than having multiple sons who acquire other families' daughters. Why would I want to have sons who pass the family name down in the family legacy and they take on daughters from other families when I can lose all my children to other families? So I guess I'll have to say, I don't really want sons. Let's see. Oh, what's this? If I do have daughters, I'm just going to treat them like sons. I'm going to say, when you get married, he takes your last name or you're out of the will. Simple. No Pokemon for them. Hey, that's a full art, man. That's a snipe. Rick, mister, you need a son. But your last name isn't your father's last name. Okay, here we are. And here we are. Mister's going to have a PIKACHU. Here we go. And here we go. Yay! I can't wait to have a daughter so that she can date a boyfriend who I effing hate. Because I think he's effing stupid as F. She'd probably pick the dumbest guy. He'd be like, yo, our love's as wide as the ocean, bro. This your pops? I will bitch slap that guy so hard. I'll be like, you're dead to me. That's what I'll tell my daughter. She should pick some stupid ass guy. She's allowed to date girls. That's all she's allowed to date. And if she dates a man, she's out of the family. Here we are. Danny, I love him. James Nogar, 1 box break. Oh, yes. So we have the XY breakthrough box tonight, guys. Have you guys seen this? Have you paid attention to this? There we go. Do you believe in minimum wage? I believe in abolishing the minimum wage. I feel strongly about it. I think it would correct a lot of things in the economy right away. The reason the cost of things keep going up is because people think raising the minimum wage makes the cost of living go down. It never does. Dropping the minimum wage to 0 allows us to go back to competing with the rest of the world. There we go, James Nogar. And that means manufacturing can return to America, and China and other countries won't have a monopoly on producing goods. Joseph Juarez, 2 more Arcana. Mister, do you believe in luck? I do, actually. I could get really unlucky and die at a young age from cancer. I'm really aware of that. I hope it's not me. If it happens, that's my fate. Could happen to any of you guys, too. So, we're all in it together, guys. Any one of us could be the one. I'm gonna fix my trash can real fast. There you go. Fate and luck. You might be fated to be unlucky. Weight loss tips. Stop eating so much cake, you fat piece of garbador. You could lower minimum wage as long as house prices and cost of living is proportional. I better believe in luck for these packs. Hey, mister, I've been what? All right, here we are. You know, when everyone was moving into America a long time ago, there was no minimum wage. There was no welfare. And somehow America did okay. The idea that you can only run a successful society with lots of welfare is not true. Excuse me. Had a hiccup there. We pay like $200 a month for a house servant in India. How much would it cost for you to run errands? LML, like $3,000 or something? Let me think about it. A house servant. How much work does the house servant do? Do they do a lot? Dude, I'm going to move to India in a second. Holy, I'm living in the wrong country. Here we are. All right. Okay, we got 2 hollows. Oh, we got Jirachi. Look at this lovely Jirachi. Oh, Joseph. So lovely. Here's a Leia. Everyone's getting these free Star Wars. I've never ripped on here, but I want to soon. Thanks, David. Ever since they took my welfare, I hate it. Damn it. Let's see. Joseph Juarez. Breakthrough really loved Mewtwo in this set. Mr. I went to India in 2018. They all have maids and servants. Middle class and higher all have them. Wow. That's very interesting. Yeah, that would be hard to pull off here in the United States. If you had like, I guess it would be like a dedicated butler or dedicated maid. I'm guessing 40 to 70,000 a year. I can't find the EBT menu yet. EBT menu? How do I buy slab? Live 24/7 in our servant quarter. Wow. Man, you're living it up, mister. Yeah, you couldn't afford that over here. There's no way. You know, 200 to 300, that's like 2 days work maybe, or 1 day work. 2 days work here in the United States. Joel's Poke Shop. Maybe 3 days. Joe's Poke Shop. Hey, mister, can I get 1 box of Lost Origin? Heck yeah. 10 Evo Skies. 10 of them. And 5 Roaring Skies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 5 Roaring Skies. Damn, boy. That's a huge round. All right, look at this round from Joe's Poke Shop. Wow. We'll start with the loose packs first, and we'll move on to the sealed box afterwards. Jesus. Sneep. 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 This is a big order. Get comfortable. I think the whole world is gonna flood and hellfire with rain. What? Sneep. Big order. She's very impressed. I feel a banger coming. How was the nuke if she was an outfit? What? DC, the next pillar to fall? Washington, DC? I have a bag and donate my hollows. Says Joseph Avila. Wait, Joseph Avila. Are you Joe's Poke Shop? Here we are. Boop. I worked over there. All houses have tiny living quarters for the help. There's 6 classes in India. Wow. Are there any countries without minimum wage? Here's Teddy Ursa and Rayquaza. There we go. In America, people already can't live on minimum wage, so how would lowering it make no minimum wage better, make the situation better? Yeah, so when people are able to produce goods at the cost, at a lower cost, this allows manufacturers to lower their cost on their goods. So let's say that I'm a factory and I produce Oreo cookies, and part of my supply cost is all of my workers who are creating the cookies for me, along with the machines. So if the cost of the worker goes down, the cost to produce the cookie goes down. And now to compete with all the other cookie companies, I'm able to lower my price. So the cost of goods go down when the cost of labor goes down. The biggest issue with the minimum wage, when minimum wages are set artificially high, this forces companies to basically to fire anyone who's not productive enough. It also means they're less willing to hand out jobs to people who are new. This is why you can't find any jobs that are like, oh, entry level. They're all like, you gotta have 5-10 years of experience, because they can't afford to waste time and money training anyone. So when you remove minimum wage, they say, hey, you're terrible at this. That's okay. We're just going to pay you what you do. And then, if you get good at it, you can negotiate better pay because you're more valuable because you've learned stuff. So then finally, when the cost of labor goes down, when it goes down to exactly what, the market is competing over when it comes to the cost of labor, you're actually able to compete with other countries that have cheaper labor. And if those laborers are only making a set amount of money, an economy will develop to service their needs. So if I'm somebody and I'm trying to sell, let's say, real estate, I might design some sort of extremely cheap real estate for people who are earning lower wages, just to get them into that real estate. And because they're not able to earn as much anymore, they're earning less, but that means that that whole chunk of the economy is earning less. Whereas if they were earning a lot more, your real estate's going to have to be more expensive because the demand for that real estate is higher from their higher income. You see what I'm saying? So when people earn less money, they're not able to demand a higher cost item. And because the demand's not higher, then the cost of the item that they're buying has to come down in order to get it sold. This is exactly why healthcare is cheaper in other countries. Okay, so why is healthcare cheaper in other countries than in the United States? Because the wages are lower in those countries, so the price of goods is reflecting their income. Oh, here we are. The thing that a lot of people don't understand is that your wealth is not, it's not counted by the exact number of dollars you're earning. Your wealth is relative to how much everyone's earning. So if people started earning less money, then the people who are still earning a higher wage are now wealthier. So you're wealthier when minimum wage goes down, unless you're one of those people who has to work the minimum wage. But if you're working that lower, that, let's say you're earning $3 an hour, for example. If you're learning that craft and becoming better at it, you're able to negotiate for better pay as you become more skilled at it and as competitors are trying to obtain the correct labor. So basically, it's just the government getting out of the way. Instead of implementing socialist policies where you're forced to pay people some artificial amount, the government gets out of the way and people are paid what the companies are willing to pay for a certain type of labor. And if those companies can't find any labor at that cost, they have to raise the price of the labor. So it's a real supply and demand rather than the artificial thing that the government sets. Here's Talo and Unpheasant. All right. It's a more efficient way to run the economy. What if you have autism, says Gil? That could be a problem. Here's Ninjask and Victini. Yeah, let's go all the power to the companies. Really good idea. Ha ha ha, or not. You have the power, BBK. You have the power to increase your job skills. That's all up to you. A company can't make you learn a good job skill. It's all about what you choose to do in your free time. So when you are free, do you spend your time vaping and watching, I don't know, some stupid thing on TV? Or do you spend your time learning a new craft? When you go to work, do you try to learn something new at work? Do you go between jobs to try and get the job that teaches you the best skill? Or do you just kind of passively sit back going, I don't get paid enough. If only the government would just pay me more. Which one are you doing? Guess you silent walk out, Anthony. Just read Thomas More's Utopia. Here we are. All right. It's just like on YouTube. You don't get paid anything until you actually produce good content. You must produce good content to be paid on YouTube. You must. Otherwise, you get paid nothing. You are paid what you are worth. And I feel like when you pay people and they're not doing worthwhile work, you've created a problem with labor. Now business is inefficient. And it's not a good setup. It really is not. Eventually, the customer pays for this. Eventually, everyone pays for the inefficiency. All right, so Joe, 1 box of Lost Origin. Ooh. All right. TCC needs to give John a raise. John got an early raise from $18 to $20 an hour. Here we are. Mr. Always does these box breaks right before I get paid. Good guess, bro. I never had TV since I moved out at 18. Never give companies power. It's not about giving companies power. You should start a company. It's just about supply and demand of the market. The government's creating an artificial price on labor that doesn't really reflect the demand for labor. And they do that because it's a popular thing. It makes them look moralistic. It makes them look like, oh, we're protecting the people, we're protecting the worker. But they're not really, because once everybody receives the increase in wages, the price of rent goes up to match that new demand. So you will never get rich from minimum wage increasing, because the moment you and everybody earns more minimum wage, the price of the things that are, I guess, elastic, like rent, they just adapt to your increased income. It doesn't actually make you wealthier. All right, Joe's Poke Shop. One thing will make you wealthier: increasing your productivity, negotiating with your boss and his competitors. You need to negotiate with his competitors for better pay. Starting a competing company against your boss. And learning a brand new skill, becoming your boss. You need to rank up, just like in a video game. That will make you wealthy. Voting for a higher minimum wage will only make America less competitive with the rest of the world, because the jobs that are no longer competitive because of the artificial price of labor, they're no longer feasible from a business perspective. Because those businesses can no longer operate, they will just go over to our competitor's country. So now China produces all our goods. All right, here goes. So we've got Gudra. And those goods could be produced here in America, but we create this artificial minimum wage, and an artificial economy emerges at the same time. Artificially high real estate prices, artificially high cost of rent, artificially high cost of food. And meanwhile, these other countries that didn't do this, they're like, oh, good. We'll just take all the jobs then, because we don't do this to ourselves. Everyone's standing around like, oh, I can't afford anything. What happened? I don't get it. Oh. When has raising the minimum wage ever stopped the CEOs from getting wealthy anyways? You know what I mean? One of the things raising minimum wage actually does, inadvertently, is it makes all the other businesses competing with the super mega corporations, makes them uncompetitive now. Because it turns out McDonald's can absorb an increase in the minimum wage, but your local mom and pop shop, they can't absorb that. They just don't have enough income to do it. So, funny enough, raising the minimum wage was on the agenda for Amazon. They wanted the government. Whoa, what's this? Joe's Poke Shop picking up a beautiful alt art Giratina. Oh man, what a great stream. That's going to be the best pull of the stream tonight. Woo, so beautiful, man. What a crazy card. Man, that's wild. All right, that's for Joe's Poke Shop. Let me go ahead and clip that. Yay, John! Yay, Joe! All right. There we go. As I was saying, Amazon was trying to force the minimum wage to go higher because it knew that this was a chess move for Amazon. Amazon knew its competitors would actually suffer from the higher minimum wage. They wanted it. And they know once their competitor gets shot out, once they can't operate, Amazon becomes a monopoly. So when you artificially raise minimum wage, you make it impossible to compete with the giant monopolies. Really just, it's bad, you know? It's a bad way to run a market. Creates a barrier of entry to market. Driving the trains, you know, you might be a worker who prefers to be paid less as long as you can get in with a scruffy you know, maybe like a scruffy small business that has the potential to become a large business, and you're inside of it while it's doing that. You might prefer that. You might be, hey, take me in. I want to be part of this. I want to take on the big guys, and I'll accept less pay. You know what I mean? Did you go to Aaron meeting today? Oh, yeah. Who even compete with Amazon? You know, there's companies. eBay actually competes with Amazon directly, if you think about it. But so does Walmart. Wow, man. Great box. All right. Yeah, Jeff Bezos wanted minimum wage laws to go up so that he could crush his competitors by saying, we have the funds to do this. You don't. You're out of here. And once the competitor's gone, they have a monopoly. So that's what you get with raising minimum wage. The minimum wage workers are not actually wealthier because they're only as wealthy as the other minimum wage workers. And meanwhile, we become an artificial economy of high prices that the rest of the world is able to compete against easily. They go, in America, they come up with made-up prices. And over here, we can do a much lower price and then sell to America. Steve, that was only half the box? It was only half the box! So, Stimmy's when, mister? I work for Amazon. In Austin, the factory is called the Giga Factory. Here we are. I could smell you joining the stream. There we go. There we go. All right. Amazon actually owns the servers that most sites host their sites on, as well as the back-end shopping platforms most sites use as well. All right, here goes. Machoke me daddy. Gudra. Look at that Gudra. There we go. How much for a Lost Origin Boosty Box? 5 bazillion. Here's Torkoal. Oops. How much for you to open a first edition fossil box? 5 bazillion. What, you want me to open up some fossil packs? I work for an environmental company, mister. Very cool, man. Fakest price per pack. Amazon has some good stuff. I hate them. Amazon could just make that all of a sudden not public anymore, and poof, most businesses are gone. Damn, dude! He picking up the character secret rare Gallade too. I don't know. I think it's rigged. This was a wigged box. I own a chain of strip clubs. Dude, I should open this box. Here's Bonnet. Man. There we go. This should have been mine. Swana Enamorous. This box is wigged. Inke Gastrier. This box is totally wigged, bro. Man. Calress's Experiment. Bro! Mister got the high hands tonight. Pokey God blessed me. And Sneasler. It's amazing what Amazon did in 25 years. It really is, man. 25 years ago, they didn't exist. I mean, even less than 25 years ago, Amazon was just a book company, you know? Walmart was the company everyone complained about. Oh, Walmart, they're too big. They're a monopoly. Turns out they're not a monopoly because Amazon rose up like it was nothing. And now Walmart's like, oh, man, we're not keep up. Amazon's way ahead of us. Walmart's struggling, man. And then the companies beneath Walmart and Amazon, they're even worse. Like, what are they going to do? I only started seeing Amazon delivery trucks during the pandemic. Will you be getting the new DBS set? Yes, sir. All right, what do we got? Wow. All this from one box. Whew. Look, you got Raid, Gardevoir, and Mew as well. This was all from one box for John Pokeshop. I don't know, John. I think you did well. Yowza. Holy jeez, man. John Pokestop, everyone. Or Joe's Pokeshop. All right. He says he does have a bag. Let's go looking for it. Jesus, dude. That's crazy. 2 boxes in one. Feels like it, doesn't it? I got that Mew card. Jonathan. Well, you're not in here. You must be up top. Ugh. Next box will be junk. We don't know that. That's not guaranteed. It'll be twice as hot. First print runs are full of hits. At the end of the month, the minimum wage in Florida gets raised to a whole $11. Totally enough to pay rent and buy essentials right now. Yup, until it adjusts. The whole economy out there will adjust to that. They'll say, wait a second, where's all this extra money coming from? And the minimum wage workers will say, oh, it's us. We've got extra money to spend now. And then the sellers of the goods will say, oh, they got extra money. Well, I think I could raise my price, and they'll still buy it because they were buying it before the minimum wage was increased. And the guys renting the apartments will say, wow, there's a lot of people who want to rent our apartments. I guess we can increase the cost of our apartments now because apparently too many people can afford it and we have a limited supply of apartments. So that's how it works, guys. Brenton Dela Cruz Cahill, 3 shiny stars. You got it, man. Yeah, for a little while, it might feel like relief. Can't wait for Target to raise their wages to $24 an hour. Why not raise it to $100? If raising minimum wage works, if it's strictly a good thing, let's just raise it to $100. If you're a Democrat and you think that raising minimum wage is always good, how do you explain why we don't just raise it to $100? Would you be for that? And why do you think that that would work? Here we go. We got EEVEE. There's something going on in your thinking that hasn't put all the pieces together. You have not realized the relationship between the cost of labor, the production of a good, and the cost of the good. You can't just start paying people more money when they didn't produce anything extra and expect the cost of the good to remain the same. It will all just rebalance. It might take a year for it to rebalance. Look at what happened after the stimmy checks. Now you're paying double or triple amount at the grocery store for food. The cost of rent's exploding. The cost of homes exploding. That's after one socialist event where we all got free money. Just took one event and everything's doubled and tripled in price like it was nothing. That's exactly how it works, guys. That's why when you look at the cost of homes from back in Grandma and Grandpa's age, they're like $2. But you know what else was $2 back in Grandma and Grandpa's age? The minimum wage was. Brenton Dela Cruz. Let's find your bag, Brenton. Also, the houses were smaller, cheaply made. They didn't have as many amenities around them. You know, there was all kinds of stuff. So Brenton with the B. You got a big bag. Uh-oh. He said you got a big bag. $22 an hour. What a joke. It's $6 an hour in India. All right, here we are. Brenton Dela Cruz Cahill. Yeah, it makes us uncompetitive with India. So India gets to make all of our goods and we pay them for that. And so our cash leaves our country and goes into India. And India doesn't buy anything from us. They might buy a few things like our music, our TV shows, maybe if they want our style of TV shows, which I hear that's going down. The rest of the world isn't going, oh, we love American Hollywood. They're going, wow, you're going to need to censor that because that's against our culture and values. And we don't want to brainwash our kids with your culture and values. All right, new layer of cards. Here we are. I didn't come from an economy class. I want somebody to say, energy. What do you mean socialism completely works, mister? Just look at the Nordic countries, 2%. Yeah, everyone always points to the Nordic countries. First of all, how do you know that the Nordic countries wouldn't be doing much better right now had they not gone down a socialist route? But let's talk more specifically about how the Nordic countries would work if they weren't completely homogenous. Do you really feel like the Nordic countries should be allowed to be purely white? Shouldn't they have to mix? Shouldn't the Nordic countries have to be tied to the waist to another country and absorb all the homeless people from that country and then begin paying welfare for those people. And I believe Sweden's doing that. How are the Swedes feeling about that? Are they enjoying it? Is it working out well, would you say? Or would you say they're having a lot of conflict right now? How would you feel if the Nordic countries actually had to build their own military instead of relying on the United States to build their military? How many contributions technologically have the Nordic countries actually made to the world? Or do they just piggyback off of the actual contributions being made in a capitalist country, the United States, where most of the innovations are actually occurring? Here it is, Andres Martinez. But don't worry, you can go to school and learn about interpretive dance in the Nordic countries. So it's a far superior system. Here we are, Halucha. It's free. You never heard of free, buddy? Here's Steven. All right. So here's Pikachu, Togepi, and Togekiss. I honestly will more like to live a poor place like India than give all my money and power to big companies. The same big companies that provide you with your vehicle, your food, your air conditioning, your internet, your cell phone, the website that you're using, all the websites that you're using, your clothing, virtually your whole life is given to you by the corporations. But you would like to go back to wearing potato sacks and living on a potato farm. I personally would not. I love being in a technologically advanced society. Andres Martinez with an AN. Corn! Big lump with knobs. Andres, to be fair. Oh, he said to be fair. He said, to be fair, Sweden wasn't part of the UN. They just joined. They've been building up their military. Yes, I will, bro. You know me. Hello, welcome to the third world country. Then just not pay back like Mr. and everyone else. For free. Mr., I sent in 2 payments. Sorry, I thought I bought the VMAX 10 Pikachu and the Fighting Energy 10 slab. Nice, man. Japan, most technologically advanced and is completely homogenous. How does that work? Kyle, they're missing out on diversity, and this is a sin, a mortal sin, and I say we correct it for them. I'm moving over right now. Isai says, I'll take that Chrome Pikachu. You got it, Mr. Isai. Thank you so much. Look at that, Pop 94, beautiful. That was the special card of the night. Let me get you a clean sleeve. But you can't move there. That's racist. It ain't right. Here we are. When you Google happy Japanese woman, I wanted to show a Japanese woman with a white guy. Here we are. Let's see. Isai. They admit it's racist openly. Japan is also full of weebs who don't have sex. I think somebody's having sex out there. I think we got weebs over here that don't have sex. Their name's Cheese. Ha ha ha, Pop 94. Oh, there we go. So now we've got Manuel Barragan. He says 1 Arcana. Ooh. Xbox School PlayStation Now. I got a bag. Keep the change. Thanks, Manuel. My friend who lives in Sweden has been waiting for surgery for 7 months now and has been off work with 75% paid leave. They don't care if it's racist, whatever it takes to keep their society the way they want it. That's racist. My name is Aylin. What's up, Aylin? As you all know, racism is horrible, and a perfectly globalist society is a moral imperative. Here we are. I'm JP. I have PlayStation. Jason, that's a long time to wait. Toss this over here. Manuel Barragan. Oh, Mr. Manuel. Where am I in the queue? In the best place. Marcel Torres, Maximilian. Did the battle booster happen? Not yet. We're working on it. We'll get to it. Magnus. Matt. Maxim, Mauricio. Let's see. Aha. I feel like there's not enough Filipino representation, though, by the way. I watched these TV shows that Hollywood produces, and there's just not a lot of Filipinos. It ain't right. I think that's racist. Mr. has some okay points, but we are all our own people and think different ways. Think for yourself and all study and read about these issues. Get educated so you can make your own points. Yeah, I agree with that. It's not something chronic. It's a bad hernia. So they keep delaying his surgery. Slow bro looking thick. All right. Thank you, Mr. Manuel. David Fillardo, 10 to SLAB-AWAY for David. All right, David, let's get that done. Oh, David. Here it is. This will become $91. And 2 Lost Origins. Yay! All right. Sleep. Should have majored in lesbian dance theory. Hell yeah. I think Mr. is pretty smart. No, I'm just very talkative. The only thing I'm smart about is how many Pikachus divided by the number of Charizards equals Gengars. Here's Spectrier. And here's Basculin. Break. Say I'm a liberal without saying I'm a liberal. Remember, Mr., everything is racist. I would love to give you a rusty trombone. Mr. ain't smart. He's reading a script. That's right. It's all scripted. Super mega. David Fillardo. He's an enemy of the state. Dude, imagine calling your political opponent the enemy of the state. Holy Jesus, man. Talk about taking it to the top. Going straight to 10. Quip tells Mr. what to say. That's right. She's behind me with the teleprompter. Come on, man. David Fillardo. He returns. Pikachus divided by Charizard. Yes, the rate of Pikachus divided by Charizards and how many Gengars that turns into. Very important equation. You're not a true Pokemon master until you know. There are a lot of people willing to work for a lot less than the minimum wage. I think, does it feel like exploitation to me? No. That's right. Like, let's say you wanted a job at Google and you said, I will work for free. Just get me in there. And you do work for free for a little while, but you prove that you've got skill. You prove you're a good worker. They're going to want to keep you because every business wants to expand, and expanding involves adding new employees. That's the basis of a company. Company is not just its walls and its technology and its machines. What really runs a company is people. So if you're one of the good people, they want you like crazy. So one of the problems with raising the minimum wage really high is now companies got to be super picky. They got to be so picky because they can't afford to hire all these guys at whatever it is, like $22 an hour. Man, when I was younger, it was like $7 an hour. 22, that's like triple. So now they got to hire at 22 an hour. You got to pick your worker real carefully. And if they're underperforming, you just got to let them go, like right away. Like in the past, if you underperformed, but you were being paid like $7 an hour, who cares? Just let them keep practicing. You're earning $22 an hour and you're underperforming, you're fired. So, and that's tough for people who are not very productive. Funny Pluto Planet, thanks, man. So 5 Lost Origin for Aylin Gregg. Aylin Gregg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say you're a worker and you're just not that fast. Maybe you're a little bit older. Maybe you just move slower. In the past, the fact that the minimum wage was so low meant that there was still a job for you at the end of the day. So there's people who scored the lowest in school, and they're the least smart people in our society. I know that sounds like a mean thing to say, but if you were to take averages, there's somebody at the top of the average and there's somebody at the bottom, right? You guys have all seen the bell curve. There's the bell curve. You and me, most of us are right here in the middle of the curve. Then you got your geniuses over here, and then you got your dummies over here, right? So these guys get killed when you raise minimum wage. These guys all get fired because they're not very productive. That's not their fault. Maybe they're just born that way. I don't know. But they're not very productive. They all get fired, though. And that's because they're not producing enough. And you maybe keep your job, but the higher that minimum wage goes, the closer you come down to this side of the bell curve. You start moving over there because the producer starts to look at you and go, you're not getting your numbers, bro. We can't afford you. You're not getting your numbers. You're out of here. Right? Yeah. Has anyone had a job like that where they're tracking your productivity and they're like, you best get your productivity up or you're fired? Well, they don't say it that way, but you know that it's implied. Get your productivity up. We want to hear about your productivity. And if it's not high enough, you got to go because we're going to find somebody who will get the productivity up, right? So the higher that minimum wage goes, more likely you're going to get fired for a lack of productivity. Also, by the way, the sooner we replace you with the machine, because the more expensive you become, the more affordable a machine actually is. My own father almost fired me, so I quit. Damn, dude. That sounds like a bad relationship. I've watched your last 5 live streams in a row. Today's my 6th. Damn, Joe, you're the best. All right, Aylin. Aylin's new, right? Oh, Aylin. Aylin, not bad. Did you see what happened to G2's CEO? I didn't. Tell me about it. All right, G2. Wow, I love the cars. Thank you so much. Yes, Aylin is my wife. Aylin's your wife? Very cool. Joe, mama. I'm creating a bag for Aylin. Do I need to actually put these cards into a different bag? I love my father's will way too much. I can't quit. Doubt you will be getting the family business and the will. I think I've been here for the past several hundred live streams. Woohoo! Joe T says, Ree. It's tough out there, guys. It's tough. Life is tough. By the way, to be clear, I do believe in living in a society that provides welfare for its people. I think that we have to be within a budget to afford that welfare. And the best way to afford the welfare is to have a very strong and profitable country with very efficient uses of resources and not too much government intervention, because the government doesn't do things that are smart for the business. They generally just do whatever gets them elected. Okay, now we've got Beatrice Moniz. Aloha, mister. Can I please get 1 box of other mixed bulk and 2 sneaker bunkos? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Beatrice. You don't preview of what's in the live, do you? I do not have a preview of what's in the live. It's a mystery, okay? And pour it. But these nuts is smart, mister. All right, so Beatrice, this will say junk. Let me go place it on my table over here, because this one's going to stay with me. I put the junk box together myself. There we go. Whew. So that's on the way. 2 sneaker bunkos. Boy, this music's kind of like super boring. So this is called Belmont's Revenge Castlevania 2, I guess. Are there still breakthrough spots? Yes, sir. It's really just started. I think a lot of people do not really think about it too much. So a lot of it has not sold yet. Do you have a day job? I have a day job where I open up Pokemon cards. All right. Naughty, naughty. Boring, 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 boring. Boring. Not really naughty, but we'll keep that one. You know how hard it is to find food that doesn't have bioengineered ingredients anymore? Yeah, it's kind of creepy, man. If you want Castlevania music, play Bloody Tears. Yo! Okay, very sexy girl. Very sexy girl. And there we go. Nice, man. Keep her bag safe. She's going to buy more packs throughout the week. We are excited to be a member. Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. They got to make sure that their higher-ups get their $500,000 bonuses so they can get their $3,000 or $4,000 bonus. I get it. You're mad that the people above you who created the company get paid a whole lot more than you. You know what you're allowed to do, though, right? Everyone's free to do this one thing. Are you ready? You probably never thought of it. You're all allowed to start your own company. You can just go do it right now. You can sit down today and start working on your own company. Nobody says it's illegal. You can just go form the company right now. You can apply for the title of the company like that, right? You just go apply for it. There's no rules on that. Just go do it. So if you don't like how much they're making and you think they're making too much, that must mean that business is too good. So you should go out and do what they're doing. All right, Beatrice. You're all allowed to, by the way. There's no rule that says you can't. That's the best thing about a capitalist society. You can just go do exactly what they're doing. Oh my God, that's crazy. I know. I can just go start my own company doing the exact same thing? You can. You really can. There's no barrier. Just go do it. Amazon came out of nowhere, and now it's better than Walmart. Next, we have Hammam Balazada, Pikachu VMAX Vivid Voltage Slab. You got it, man. Did you ever do the Gym Hero Pack break? We sure did. We sure did it earlier. You might have missed it. My mom says I can't leave the house because she'll miss me. Aw, starting a company isn't as easy peasy as it sounds. You're telling me it's difficult? Whoa, maybe that's why they get paid so much. Holy smokes. They must have done something really difficult to create their own business. Maybe that's why they get paid a lot of money, because they did something that no one else can figure out, and you get paid very little money because you do a job where you pick up a box from point A and you put it back down in point B. In other words, the easiest effing job in the entire world, a robot could do it. That's why they get paid lots and you don't. And I'm not saying that about you personally, by the way. I'm just addressing the entire audience. So, but that's it. That's what's going on. You're doing the dumbest, easiest job and being paid nothing, and then you're shaking your fist at the guy who actually made the company. Don't shake your fist at him. Go be him. And you're like, it's difficult. It's complicated. That's why he's paid so much. That's the trick. Michael Special says 5 astral radiances. You got it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brushing your teeth is the only time you clean your skeleton. Oh my God. 1 EV Heroes. Do you think Indians have a monopoly on gas stations? Not at all. In fact, they show they're perfect evidence that anyone can come into the country, and if they have the ambition and the passion, there's opportunity to this day to start your business, right? The fact that they come in often with less education, they don't come in with a hometown advantage, knowledge of the area, a feel for the land, maybe they don't come in with a feel for the people, a feel for the culture. They just jump in because they're ambitious as hell. And then they open a gas station, they work for 40 years, voila, they're multimillionaires, and now their children are kind of wealthy and being sent to Ivy League schools. They're ambitious. And you're like, I hate that this guy has all this money. Well, what are you doing? Mostly just saying, I'm going to vote for more money. And it never works. Again, it'll never work. You can vote for as much money as you want, and it'll never make you wealthy. It's impossible. This guy really lived in my basement, in his basement, and open Pokemon packs every day and know everything about work and world. Sure, my brain kind of hurt now. Hey, man, I've held a lot of jobs, actually. So, I worked for my dad's small business. Then I worked for Target. Then I worked for Sam's Club. Then I had a really good job with Coca-Cola. Then I got my 4-year degree in computer science. Then I got a job doing software engineering with the database company. And now I have a successful YouTube channel called TheCardconomist. And then I started this successful YouTube channel called TheCardconomist. I've got actually a pretty decent amount of work experience. All right, Michael Special, Myena, and Beedrill. I don't know how much experience you're supposed to have in life up to this point, but I started working a job when I was 13 because I was working for my dad. All right, let's see what we got. So I don't know how much experience you're expected to have. I didn't have a gap in work. I worked the whole time. There was no gap. There was no like, oh, I spent a year abroad in Europe. There was nothing like that. Here we are. Michael Special. Boop. And Curlia. Wow. Doot. All right. Michael Special. Sometimes I'm a little more ranty than other nights. Tonight seems to be a ranty night. All right. But, I get it. It is really tough to go start a business. So how do you explain all of the immigrants that go out and they just start a business? How do you explain that? Do they have some special advantage over you? They really don't. The irony is that they're disadvantaged and they still manage to start companies before American-born Americans start companies. Isn't that funny? Now we have Connor Catman, One Adventure Time. The reason they do it is because they got balls. They got balls and they got spunk. So you just need more balls and spunk in your life. Here we are, Sneep. I really think that's true, by the way. I think that's what's going on. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Mocking Imitation. Jake, full art. Nice, man. Connor Catman with the snipe. There needs to be more tax breaks for small businesses. Hey, I'm not opposed to that. By the way, I just think there should be less taxes in general. I'll get Grinder, mister. I'll find balls. Oh, Mr. Connor. Let's find your bag. Yay! Here we are. Flat tax rate. I don't know if I agree with the flat tax rate. I think we just have to have a competitive tax rate. The world's hardest workers and CEOs and geniuses should look at America's tax rate and go, actually, that's where I want to go. Do you think immigrants who start businesses should be highly considered to help them get their proper documentation? Yeah, they should be done tomorrow. If they're hardworking and profitable and paying taxes and all that crap, why don't we just make them legal tomorrow? You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to revoke the citizenship of fat potatoes, what do they call them? Couch potatoes, who sit there crying that they're not getting enough free money when they're perfectly capable and healthy of doing it. Now, I'm not referring to people who are disabled or people who had dealt a bad hand in life or people who are struggling for some other reason. I'm just talking about people who are sitting on the couch all day, stuffing their mouth with Doritos, crying that the government doesn't give them free stuff. We should just revoke all their citizenships and kick them out. And all the guys who are coming and working, they should be American citizens today. Should just be done. Just swear them in, make sure they love capitalism, done. You know what I mean? That's how it should be done. It should be fast. Wasting our time over here. Hammam, Mimikyu slab. Oh, Mr. Hammam, where's that Mimikyu slab? Here it is. Why are we protecting people who don't care? Why are we protecting people who straight up hate the country? Why are we protecting people who are a net tax loss and they know it and they don't care to change? And then there's people who are actually contributing and they have to suffer. Makes no sense. Like, who are your friends, really? When you think about it, your friends are the people who are paying taxes and doing a lot of work and service, not the people who are sitting on the couch while you work for them to receive your money. Eric Mason, 5 hidden fates. All right, 5 hidden fates. Shining fates. We might need to open a new ETB. Give me a moment. We got shining fates. All right. I think I need to go in the other room. All right. I'm back. Yes, mister, take a timeout. What? Yay! Don't leave us alone. I'm scared. Something about frozen bread over a hot dog is nasty. What? Toss this away. Boop. It's got the juice. Throw these away. How old are you? I'm 33. I'm super old. I'm feeling super old, actually. All right. Feeling super old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bro, it was only frozen bread when I was young. Shake my head. Frozen bread. Look. You ready? Smell you later, Gramps. Oh my God. Sneep. All right. So for Eric Mason, we've got Zerkatry. Oh, Eric, what a lovely card. And pack number 2. We've got Koga's Trap, pack number 3. Scyther, pack number 4. Lady. So you got Lady. And pack number 5. You pull Leaf Energy. Can you believe in the future you're going to be a grandpa? Maybe, hopefully. I got to have babies first. I've really been holding back on having babies. There we go. I think it's about baby time. I'm going to need 6 girlfriends, and then we can make 6 kids in 1 year. You're fortunate to have been blessed with critical thinking and ability to innovate. Most people have nothing going on in those 2 areas. Yeah. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if I'm a whole lot smarter than anyone else, but you know what I did when I ran away from home, since I didn't have parents anymore, I said the internet will be my parent. So I think that was a big changing point for me, because the internet's not right about everything, but a lot of information does go up on the internet. So I started looking for like informational books on how to think about money, how to think about life, and all that other stuff. And I just consumed it, dude. I consumed so much of it. I still do. I listen to finance all the time, and it really helps. It really does. It helps you make smarter choices. Helps you understand why things are the way they are, right? So, in a way, having the internet as your parent to give you advice, although that sounds silly, I think it's worked for me. All right, Eric Mason, like you guys are hearing me talk about some ideas, right? So, and maybe you don't agree with me on them. Maybe you fiercely disagree. But here you are thinking about it, talking about it. Your mind's allowing itself to fill up with more important things to think about than whatever's going on with the Kardashians today. And so that's really important, that your brain has something going on in it that's actually relevant and important, rather than what's the weather today. Edgar Gonzalez. Mewtwo, what's up, Mike? No, mister, you are like Papa. The only thing I'm jealous of with Americans are Pokemon cards and guns, especially the Pokemon cards, because we got them. How many cards come in a pack of AOT Volume 1? I believe there's 20 packs. Same with AOT Volume 2. All right, Mr. Edgar Gonzalez. Sneaker Bunko to the moon. Although it didn't do good in theaters, I love the movie Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, we got the guns. We got the juice. All right, what do we got here? How nice. I finally drank a sip of a Starbucks pumpkin latte drink from Target today, because I took my wife out to Target. I'd never drank one before, but I had a nice sip of it. It was terrible. I couldn't believe how popular it was when I tasted it. It really tasted like I was just drinking cream. I was like, this is just cream. You could just open a bottle of cream and drink it. It's cream with like pumpkin spice flavor sprinkled on top. It's barely a drink. Here we are. Whoa! All right. There you go. Edgar. I was shocked. I was like, these are so bad. It's delicious. You like sardines. Yeah, sardines are delicious. Here we are. I felt like there wasn't much flavor to it. I felt like the pumpkin spice latte was just cream with a little bit of the pumpkin spice, and it's not even pumpkin. It's actually just some group of chemicals that has a certain flavor. But yeah, it tasted terrible, man. Not like my delicious sardines, by the way, which are essentially the nectar of life when you eat those sardines and you drink that little sardine juice. Sardines mixed with coffee. Oh, well, I have that all the time, actually. A little coffee, a little sardine tin for breakfast. Perfect. Cold. Girl with the popsicle. I mean, it's kind of lewd, I guess. Here we go. All right. Boop. You don't think sardines have chemicals? Ha ha. Once I went to Starbucks toilet, there was a big unflushed poo-poo. I never go to Starbucks again since then. Damn, that's gross, man. People don't flush. That's always wild. All right, very good. So that was for Mr. Edgar Gonzalez. You got a lot of sexy waifus in here. Congratulations. I like sardines, says Kaylee. Yeah, they're pretty good. I actually genuinely like them. They're like a can of ham or a can of Vienna sausage, but in this case, it's a can of fish, and it really doesn't taste that bad. You get used to the fishy flavor for sure. So Edgar with an E. That coffee made it all come out. You should have grabbed the poo-poo with your hands and smeared it on your face. Yum, yum. Here we are, Edgar Gonzalez. You got an awful lot of cards, Edgar. If you want to ship, it's $8 to ship. We can get you priority mail shipping. Might not be a bad idea, because then you can start looking at all the cards you got. When I'm older, I will be wealthy. That's actually true for all of us. And the reason for that is because as you get older, you've had more time to earn money. Now we have Miguel Vasquez, one Shining Fates. Let's see, Shining Fates. But I hope that you earn at a higher rate as you get older too. You know, that's what it's all about, right? One Lost Origin. Here we are. Yay! Let's see what we got going on here. Luminion and Cacnea. Wow, that was a fun a number of topics we went over, guys. A lot of ranting going on there. Just make sure you save money as well. A lot of ranting. We talked about a variety of topics like the minimum wage, and we talked about how fast should people become legal. We talked about just a whole bunch of economical ideas. If I'm 35 and get paid 10 an hour, is that good? Oh, that's pretty good. True, you're inspiring the youth of young trainers. Just make sure to save money. Yes, yes, very good. So, Miguel, let's see. Whoop. All right. Soup. I just don't know what to talk about now. I feel like that's a subject we've talked about many times. What do you guys want to talk about now? Gilberto Cedillo, one Roaring Skies. What, you want to talk about Pokemon? You guys are crazy. I want to be a nerd, just like you. Just like me. Gilberto. Binacle, Spiro, Dunsparce, Voltorb, Gligar, Fearow, Shedinja. DP, I would get a new job. Flat Earth Theory, the meaning of Pokies, energy. Let's talk about Pika. Shoop. You guys really like the whole energy thing. If my job wants to pay me in Pokemon packs, should this concern me? Talk about how Americans can't vote on a good president. How do you feel? How do you feel that? You know, what are you saying that's going on? Scratch this. I got bug bite on my leg. Are they hiring? Oh, they're hiring. Is it because you don't feel like you have good options? All right. So, your bag's over here, I think. Is it? Wait, is it up top? Your bag's up top, isn't it? Ah, here you are. Thanks, Gilberto. I really appreciate it, man. Are there good cards in my bag? Let's take a quick look in your bag. Wally's kind of cool. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ah, this is flipped around. That means it's the nude card. Rayquaza's good. Dragonite's good. Latios is good. Guzma's okay. Deoxyt's cool. Charmander's good. Yeah, you got a lot of cool cards, man. Talonflames look pretty neat. Hoochie mama. All right. Jealous with your hourly salary system. My own country currency is T-Poo-Poo. I got paid around $350 monthly. Very interesting. All the statistics for America is only declining. School results, GDP, everything. We're a country in decline. And I feel like, do you guys really want to wait for a disaster to occur before we whip ourselves into shape and actually compete with the rest of the world and, you know, try, right? I feel like there's a lot of countries that are really trying right now, and we're not. We're just kind of like, we're the leaders because we are. We've been for a while. And that's going to flip because of our poor education and our poor work values. You know, we think, we should have a 30-hour work week. That always blows my mind when I hear that kind of stuff. Like, are you kidding? Holy. So this PSA 10 EEVEE Snorlax is dropping from 76 to 71. Putin, make your move now. Putin is making his move, but I've heard he's been unsuccessful. That's what the news has told me. Surfing Pikachu's going down to 40. There's still time to buy 2 more packs. Heck yeah, send it in, man. We're not closing up yet. It's only $2.19. This Raichu will down to $31. Yep, all these slabs are getting cheaper because my new perspective is my price should be lower than eBay's. That's what I learned after I went to Collecticon. I realized how unfun it was shopping for slabs knowing that they're all basically eBay price. I didn't feel like there was any special reason to buy them. And so now you know that these prices are going to be kept lower than the cheapest buy now price on eBay, so you're always looking at a cheaper slab. CollectorCon. That's right, CollectorCon. Joseph Juarez, 4 packs of Lost Origin. You got it, Joseph. Amanda going out with Pokeball Man. All right, what do we got? Yeah, I was walking around Collecticon. There are these big bookshelves full of slabs. I was peering in. I was like, why would I buy this? I could just buy this on eBay. I didn't feel any pressure to buy it. If you're so efficient, why not live in Asia where they're 12 hours ahead of you? Oh my God. Is it like stock clearance? No, this is not clearance. This is just going to be the standard way I price things from now on. And then the other part of it is there's always going to be a special rare card, and it's going to cost more than the eBay card, cheapest buy now. So the reason you would think about buying it is maybe you feel like you just want to support the channel, or you just like that particular one, maybe you trust me more, but more importantly, you might choose it because you know I offer financing. You might feel like, you know what, I'll pay a little extra in order to be able to pay it down over 6 months. Mr. Collecticon isn't for buying, it's a social event for friends. Yeah, oh, definitely. But it was just me and my wife, so we can be social with each other 24/7. So I was really looking at Collecticon from the buyer's perspective, right? Because it's mainly, it is really a place to go buy stuff, isn't it? It's called Collecticon. It's full of stuff for sale. I mean, every single vendor stall was stuff for sale. Joseph Juarez. But you know, you could tell friends were there hanging out with each other. That's definitely true. Collecting, you know, if you're going to collect something, the assumption is you're going to buy something because that's how collecting works. Do you think the country is headed toward civil war? I mean, I feel that we're already in it. This is the civil war. We're in a civil war politically. The only thing we're not in a civil war over is an actual physical civil war. And it hasn't gotten that bad yet. It will get bad if our country splits at a political level where they won't... maybe like the military decides to split up or something crazy like that, then things could get really unstable. But I don't think that's happened yet. So right now it's business, it's social, it's news and information, it is political, like getting votes. But yeah, and then sometimes it's actual acts of terrorism in our streets. People shooting up a store or something like that because they're angry and trying to enforce their ideological political views. Right, so that's where we're at as a country. Haley Kiss says, could I get my bag shipped? Yes, Haley, let's get your bag. Wow, this song's really loud. Turn that down a little bit. Pika! I don't think that we would have a real civil war necessarily. I think that's less likely to occur than the other thing that's going to occur. You want to know what I think is more likely to occur? All the wealthy people are going to just leave the country. You know, that's it. So I think all the rich people are just going to leave. Haley Kiss. They're going to go, you know, it's getting too shaky here. Let's go somewhere safe or somewhere that treats us right. because money goes where it's treated best, right? If you treat money very poorly in your country, the people with the money are going to go to a place that treats them well. And if you lose too many of your wealthy people, you go into a sort of death spiral because there's no more people to tax. Oh no, the wealthy left. Who do we tax? Not all these socialists. They don't have any money. So where are we going to get our money from? And when you get into that position, you're in a very bad position, and your country starts hyperinflating. We're already inflating, but your country starts hyperinflating, and people start wanting to burn things down. Like, oh, this ain't right. Oh, why is everything so expensive and all my stuff isn't free? You know, people start getting all mad. The politicians get all like self-righteous. Oh, you need to burn it down. It should be this way. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I would look at a much greater problem where the wealthy will fly out of the country. They'll be like, we're out of here. Not sticking around to see how it ends. That's just as bad as a civil war. It's what you guys need to realize. So that is just as bad as a civil war. So all the rich people leave. Zachary Mahaney, Fighting Energy 10. 10 PIKACHU. And $20 toward my SLAB-AWAY. Now, I don't think I have the PIKACHU you wanted. Things are getting bad. People here are a bunch of narcissistic, whiny crybabies. Invest in Pokey. Mister, you're scaring me. But Alex Trainwrecks only earns money. All right, let's see what we got. Here we are. Ooh. You know, think of it like this. You ever seen like an American city where the American city is super run down? There's a bunch of people in the street shooting themselves up with drugs or shooting each other to have control over drug territories. All the jobs have moved out. The homes are in disrepair. The roads are full of potholes. You don't feel safe going out and walking to the store. That could happen to the whole country in a sense. You know, people move out of the city into the countryside to have a more peaceful and wealthy existence. Well, imagine all the wealthy leaving the country as a whole to go to a better place like Switzerland, France, Germany, some weird thing like that, right? I'm not saying they would choose those places, but they could. Okay, Zachary Mahaney. Oh, looks like this used to be Team Rocket Grunt. Get you a fresh sleeve there. Now, Zachary, I think that PIKACHU sold. Everyone just needs to get laid. Yeah, but he gambling it away. Bonjour. All right, here we are. Everyone does need to get laid. Sounds like Philadelphia. It looks like a third world country in some places. Exactly. Now, just imagine that happens to the whole country. The whole country gets turned into that kind of economy where everyone's jobless and shooting up drugs. So that is a different kind of civil war. If you want to think of it as a sort of political disaster or societal disaster, it'll be a collapse of people leaving. And is it possible? Oh, definitely it's possible. So, Zachary, I think the PIKACHU you want is sold. I'm going to take this amount you sent me, remove 27. You got 36 left over. I'm going to go ahead and apply the 36 to your slab. Okay, Zachary? Zachary Mahaney. So you've got 130 left. 130 minus 36 leaves you 94. Removed 36 because slab was already sold. All right. So I left a note there too. Mister, you getting the iPhone 14? Yeah, I'll get that when the Pro version comes out. Now we have Zachary Mahaney. He says, sorry, rest of the payment. Okay, so he sent another 22. So 94 minus 22 is 72. I sent in 2 payments. Sorry, but use the money that was for the Pika for live custom, the extra toward my SLAB-AWAY. Well, okay, give me a moment. Let me think about it. Use the money for the PIKACHU for live customs and the extra towards my SLAB-AWAY. So let me think about it for a second. 63 plus 22 minus 27. So you would have had $58 left over is what you would have had, I think. Let me remove this. Yeah, 22 and 63 is what you sent. Let me get a little card out for you. The Pro Max is out. Oh, time for me to go buy it then. So you sent a total Yeah, total of 85 was sent minus 27, which equals 58. So if you have $58, I can put you in line for 2 live customs at least. But you have to go into line for that. You can't just swap into live customs. That's not allowed. Actually, no, yeah, we have to do it that way. All right, so Zachary Mahaney, 2 live, and we open these on the refresh, okay? So that's how it works now. And then that would leave you with $18. And so that's what we're going to apply to your SLAB-AWAY now. So Zachary Mahaney, you have $130 in SLAB-AWAY. You have 112 remaining. There we go. Too bad I didn't have 2 of those PIKACHUs. That's fine, though. Oh, okay. Boop. So you got your 2 lives. Whew. We have an order now from Andres Martinez. 3 more Roaring Skies. You got it, man. What a great set, guys. Roaring Skies. Beautiful. Actually, I lied. Other Sergio's more poor than all of us. What? Mr. We are your slaves at your disposal. All right. So you'll do anything I say, huh? My decree is that you should be set free and educated on money, okay? Look at this, Reshiram. Yay! And now you have to go and be a productive member of the society so that the society can get really wealthy. Let's see. Cascoon, Natu, PIKACHU, Tranquil, Bonnet. Sounds like banquet. Oops. Banquet of souls. And he's going to feast on them. The Queen's funeral is on tonight. Oh, very nice. Wow, imagine being so famous that you get televised when you pass away. Isn't that incredible? I mean, in the time that she died to today, there must have been so many more people who also passed away, but you don't know their names. Spend all your money so it doesn't lose its value. We need Zekrom and Victini now. Spend all your money so it doesn't lose its value. True, unless the stock market crashes so hard that it crashes at a faster rate than the rate of inflation. So if inflation's at 9%, but the stock market next month crashes by 20%, you would have been better taking the loss on the value of your cash so that you can buy into the stock market at a lower point. But that's a gamble because you don't know if the stock market's going to crash that much in the next month. Andres Martinez. In other words, there's no way to really know exactly what you should do with your money each day. There's no crystal ball that says, here's exactly what you need to do. You think the Queen leaked Grand Theft Auto 6? It's all stacking up. Zachary Mahaney says 2 breakthrough spots. You got it, Zachary. All right. Did the Queen's death affect the stock market? Unlikely. The Queen was the one that leaked GTA 6. Everything is a gamble, almost. Everything really is. Maybe that's why we love gambling. All right, we're refreshing right now. That means Mr. Zachary Mahaney's 2 lives get opened. Here goes. Pack number 1 is cold. Pack number 2 is cold. Zach, those are 2 cold live customs. Let me get you a little bonus, Zach. All right, you ready? Give me a moment. Oh, nice. So I'm going to give you a little poker card there, Zach. Whoop. 1 free poker card for Zachary Mahaney. Because you had such difficult luck. Here we are. First, your PIKACHU gets snatched up. Then you get 2 cold ones. Gambling is too complicated for me. I agree. Joshua Artiega. Mister, can I please pay off my Acerola and $4 for shipping? Also, 25 to SLAB-AWAY the Raikou versus Series 10. I'll do it. Let's do it. So let's find your SLAB-AWAY, Mr. Joshua Artiega. Here it is. Acerola. So that's done now. We're going to say September. Oop. September. Joshua Artiega Raikou 330. There we go. Areola, nice. Yeah, I know, Areola. Let's get you a nice clean sleeve. That one was a bit dirty. Alex, I'll let you borrow 200K. Just pay it back tomorrow's. Why does Trump get free money? And that's not very fun when you fall down and hurt your bum. Mister, can I lay away my cards for I can beat the system and get my credit up? Worst case, you can keep my cards. What? Beat the system. All right, here we are. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, Joshua Artiega. Okay. Make sure we spell right. Not even gold. Cash is king. Yeah, you know, a lot of people think, oh, well, gold's a hedge against inflation. And so that was a thing that the gold guys would say over and over and over again, like it was definitely true. And now we're seeing inflation, but the price of gold hasn't moved up. It turned out gold's not necessarily a hedge against inflation. People really do just have faith in the dollar still. Pretty surprising. All right, Joshua, let me go grab your other slab. Pretty surprising. Would you like my 20K in cash or my gold bars? Diamonds are king, especially when they go on your wife's finger. Did Sweden help during World War II? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know that. It's because the banks got in trouble for curving the market on gold and silver. Bada ba ba bee, I'm loving it. Bada ba ba bee. All right, so let me get you a shipping, Mr. Josh. Oops, give me a second. Do you smell what that rock's cooking? Are most first edition cards worth anything? Yes, of course they are. First edition to the moon. Eric Holmes is here. I'd like to use store credit. Okay, Mr. Eric Holmes, give me a minute. You must be near the top, right? Whoop. Bacon bad comes from pigs. Wah. How common is it to get a swirl on the card itself rather than the hollow foil? That sounds rare. That sounds like hollow bleed. Invest in livestock. I'm investing in live customs. Okay, so he says 2 breakthrough spots. You got it, man. Pigs are highly intelligent. That's what makes them so delicious. There we go. Weird, Sweden was never involved in World War II. Didn't Sweden have like a long eugenics program for a while? Thought I heard about that. It was like some meme I saw. It said Sweden did eugenics in the 19 blah blahs. And then it shows like all these blonde, blue-eyed Swedish girls. Use the rest to... Oh, he says, the rest is enough to see what I should see, what I can grade in my bag. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you want to pre-grade. Eric Holmes. You hear, Mr. Eric? Let's get you started. Can I borrow 50K? I'll pay back in handies. Mr. Were the Germans involved in World War II? Sweden has been neutral for a long time. They just recently, as in this year, joined the UN. All right. Wide lens, dust docks. Ew. Here we are. Pack number 2. Dragonair. Zekrom. Mary should know. Sadly, the eugenics. Here's Zekrom. He's so pretty. He's a bit off-center, though. And the Dragonair is pretty, too. He's also off-center. Ever heard of Pokemaniacs? Is that like Animaniacs? Okay, here's Pikachu. Natu. Oh, lovely. But Natu is also going to be thin on the left side. All right, so that's a little pre-grade on those to get us started. Now, let's jump into your bag, Eric, because I think you do got some nice cards in here, Eric. You got a box over here. Did you see the Purge Law Illinois is passing? I heard about it multiple times. So I hear this card's pretty hard to get a 10 on. My eyes are drawn to that right there. See that little white speck on the corner there? I'm afraid that white dot might be enough to get you to fail a 10. It's pretty small, though. PSA might be willing to overlook it. But you also have this up here, too. So that's what I call like a half dot. It's like the beginning of a dot. Now, if we pull this forward, we're going to look for a print line on the card. Make sure the card doesn't have a print line. Yeah, your card has a print line right there on the bottom. It's actually kind of hidden, but it's there because it lines up with the line in the actual card. There's a drawing in the card. I think actually, you know what? When you twist it, it's got me questioning it. Is that a print line or is that the drawing? It looks like a faint print line. You know, it's so evenly matched up with the drawing. I wonder if they'd overlook it. Maybe a small chance they'd overlook it. You think that's the drawing, huh? Honestly, I'm having trouble telling. All right, we'll zoom out now. Looks like the drawing. Looks like it could be considered hidden in the drawing. But, you know, when I look with my bare eyes rather than through the camera, it is looking more like a print line than it is part of the drawing. It's just, like, conveniently lining up with the drawing perfectly. So they might actually overlook it for that reason. Let's see, the centering on the card. It's a bit thinner on the top than the bottom. Not a huge difference, though. How's it look on the back that way? Yeah, so my biggest concern is that what appears to be a very faint print line right here, and then just the off-centering between top and bottom. It's a real toss-up, man. I think it's leaning toward a 9. Could turn into a 10. You should definitely take that chance, though. You should definitely grade it in order to take that chance. So that's the Lieutenant Sergius Firo. That's the #1 card that you have right now. Really cool that you have that, by the way. So my job is to kind of pick through these. Is this valuable? I don't even know what this is. I just tossed that in a Pokebro. Oh, nice. The double Dragonites. I remember that. Very cool. They're both thin, though. Mega Venusaur. You know, he's not going to be that valuable of a card. There's too many of them. That might be valuable, though. Nice. It's a little Lugia. That might be valuable. Reverse Hollow Mew. It's a little thin on the bottom. Who cares about Starmie? Thin on the bottom. Mewtwo's kind of nice. Fat on the bottom, actually. All right. Lots of off-center cards. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, I'm liking this Sandslash you got. Oh, I meant to lower the cost of the TOPPS cards. So TOPPS Series 1 is going to be lowered in price. Give me a moment. Oh, but not by much. So it was at 85. I'm going to make it 78. That is a significant reduction. There we go. I'll tell you what, you don't bother Mudkips at grading... what? What's he talking about? The BW next... I have a Mewtwo from Breakthrough. Yes, we're still looking through here, so it's probably in baggie #2. You got Zapdos. That's pretty cool, man. So these hollows, don't underestimate these hollows. But let's see. The Hydreigon's interesting. We want to take a closer look at that Hydreigon. Rayquaza's interesting. Pikachu is very interesting. That might be easy money. Blastoise, thin on the left. Oh, you got this cool Golem. How neat, man. And Geodude. And Graveler. Whew, that's super cool. Reshiram. So yeah, some of these hollows are really well centered. Anytime you find a XY era, oh my God. So you got some first edition stuff here. We'll just toss that all over there for the moment. Toss that together. Onyx, Bulbasaur. Here we go. Whoa, another hyper rare there. Oh man, beautiful, lovely. Wello, looking clean. Omastar, he's a rare. Yeah, you might send him out. Then on the bottom, then on the left, then on the left. This one is not bad, but it is Donphan. Looks thinner on this corner in general. It's not looking too bad. The Greninja looked kind of good. Those are some yellow deck Arbok and Ekans, although they're a bit faded. So I don't know how to feel about them. They're a bit faded. Whoa, man, that is beautiful, dude. That's really nice. This is also nice, by the way. This is nice. Okay, now we got these. I'll be honest with you, the Evolutions cards, they're pretty expensive to open, and you mainly need to pull the holographic Charizard for it to be worth your money. You got a Machamp Cardos? When did that happen? All right, pretty cool. So, Mr. Eric, it's obvious to me that you have opened up a lot of cards with me. I really appreciate that. Is that sliding down a little bit? Okay, there we go. Here, Derek LED for mod. So look at all this, man. So we don't know the condition on these yet, but these are some of your best looking pulls to me. But let's go through them a little bit. You ready? So we did actually see some other hot pulls, but I could tell right away whether they were off center or not. Speaking of which, this one's thin on the right. So I'm thinking he's a little off center there. Is there a white edge on this one? That's a problem. I'm about to show you how hard it is to get a 10. That's too off center. This one's probably going to have a shot. You know, even this is kind of off center between left and right. Do you see it? But actually, that one looks like it has a shot. So that's potentially a 10 Lucario. Oh, baby. You've got to grade this one. This one's looking like it's got a definite shot at a 10. Top and bottom centering are looking fantastic. Dude, you might have an expensive card here. Very good. So that one's great. All right. So this is considered a rare card in this set. So if this can grab a 10, it's going to be very low pop. Definitely grade that one. It's looking very clean to me. Doesn't mean it'll be a 10, but it's got a shot. I can tell from the centering. It's a bit off center on the back. It's not so bad on the front. You really got to check for print line, though. Yeah, maybe a small chance. There you go. I noticed there were like some little blips. Now, is this just a used one? This is looking pretty fresh. Is this actually pack fresh, this card here? It's too off center. So this corner here shows that it's too off center compared to this corner up here. So it's kind of like shifted down, you know what I mean? Still really beautiful. I would still consider grading that. Seeing like a half dot on the top and the bottom corners here. So yeah, that one's hard to decide. You can still send it in. They might give you an actual 10. Yep, this one's a bit fatter on the bottom, but it might have a shot still. Now, Mysterious Fossil. So these are your common uncommons. It's not looking too bad. It's just a common uncommon though. This one has a white dot. This is an important card. Okay, good. So centering on the front's not bad. Yeah, I would say this has a small shot at a 10. Your biggest problem is that guy right there. But that appears to be the main problem. Maybe a very, very small white dot there. So that's a borderline for me. Maybe 9, maybe 10. Depends on if any other flaws found at all in the card. But if that grade's 10, that's great. That's going to be valuable for you. So that has a clear white dot on it. This has 3 very small dots. If it was 1 very small dot, I'd say it has a better shot. Here's, oh, right. So these Cardos cards, I've never graded these. I've never even looked at them. Well, the first thing we can see is that it's off center on the front. Are these also like that? Well, this one is 2. This one's a bit more fair. Thinner on the right, whatever that is, the left side. I don't know much about Cardos. I've never graded Cardos before. I'd like to try, though. Ooh, that corner looks like it's been bumped. So these are considered vintage. If they were mint, they'd be worth a whole bunch of money. But they're all going to be used. I never bought any mint Cardos cards before. This is a maybe on the front. Well, you got a bit of a white corner on the back. All right, so that's going to miss it. I'm giving you the special treatment on this. We're going real slow on your card appraisal to make sure you get the most money you can out of this to help you understand what you got. Yeah, a problem with that card. You can see how hard it is to get a 10. Now, this looks really clean, dude. Yeah, you might as well grade this one because it looks like it has a shot. Okay, here's your Gallade. He's really important. Bit thinner on the right. Yeah, real thinner on the right. When you flip it around, you can really see it. Sadly, as beautiful as this card is, I think it will fail 10 because the back of the card's too off center. You can still send it in. PSA, sometimes they're nice. And that, well, yeah, there's too much going on with this corner. It's definitely not a 10. And then this is really a nice pull. I'm guessing you got this from the Pokey Bros. Okay, it's sleeved at the bottom. Oh, very beautiful, man. There we go. Whew. Man, that's wild. I don't agree with these Japanese sleeves. Not a fan. They're too tight. There we go. All right, let's take a closer look at it now. Yeah, it looks quite good. Yeah, definitely send this card out. That one's really nice. That's great. Okay, there you go, Eric. Well, we took a close look at all your cards here, and you got your own box now, so I can do something for you that's really kind of nice. Once you have a box, it's easier to do this. So you got your Mewtwo, and I think your Mewtwo is the real winner here. This card is really nice looking. I'd be surprised if this doesn't get a 10, but I haven't officially looked at it, you know, if I was to do my own grading on it. But it just looks so clean. This is also a really nice card here. Your little Sand Slash. Too tight. Never heard that before. Always loose. And here is your Umbreon and Darkrai. Blush. And just to be nice, let's do this for the Articuno as well. So there you go, Eric. I hope you enjoyed that. I gave you a really slow review. Normally we go much, much, much faster. But you've gone so deep, I want to make sure we took a look at all your nice cards. So there's 5 really good cards to send out to grade from your stuff. These are all really solid, including that Firo, because it looks like it won't grade 10, but if it did, you would be doing extremely well in that case. I even enjoyed that. It was nice to see a spicy bag. Yeah, it was pretty spicy, but the queue's going to get really long now. We got to get moving. It's 2:52 a.m. I'm going to call no more orders now. 2:52, we need to be wrapping up by about 3:20. How much do I need to send them out? Well, if you're grading with me, like if you're doing grading with my grading company, it's $15 a card if you want to do bulk, $30 a card if you want to do express, which is much faster. But if you want to grade them with a larger, more reputable company like PSA, I've heard they're grading for $22 per card. Now, that might be a membership grade price. For you, it might be higher. It might be $30 a card. And then you have other options, like you could go with CGC or something like that. So CGC they're also reputable, I would say, but they're more of a newer company, so people don't buy their label as eagerly. But I think they've been doing okay. Aylin Gregg. 2 brilliant stars. Oh, Aylin. Where are my brilliant stars? Here they are. Brilliant. Beautiful. We got the brilliant stars out. There we go. You guys have noticed this beautiful dark Slowbro wasn't discounted. Whoa, what's this? Aelin with this spicy 2-pack snipe. Charizard alternative art coming out like it's easy, but it's not. Wow, man. Beautiful. Look at that, everybody. Aelin just started her bag, and she easily grabs the Charizard. What is up with the snipes tonight? There's been so many snipes. Beautiful. Great pulls all around tonight. So cool. All right. Wow. So, Aelin, grab your bag over here. So many good pulls tonight. I'm just going to toss these in your bag. Lots of crazy pulls tonight. Jesus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What was I saying before that? Oh, I was saying that the reason that this card isn't got the little, oh, it's cheaper, is because I don't consider this a junk card at all. I consider this actually a really nice one. I'm screaming in my apartment. Get this art. I wish that was Alex. Joseph Juarez, 2 Lost Origins. And then ship my bag. You got it, Joseph. Thanks, man. All right, Joseph. Wow, man, that was really nuts. Here's Bronzong and Berserker. Berserker, you're so crazy. Silly Berserker. Berserker's so crazy. Here's Politoed. Politoed. He's so crazy. Okay, and Joseph, grab your bag. I really wish that Slowbro was in a PSA slab. Well, you could regrade them. You could crack them out and regrade them. See where it goes, man. Francisco, oh, now hold on. Joseph Juarez wanted to be shipped out. Good, we've shipped you before, so this is very easy, in fact. Just hit a few buttons. Boop. Okay, we grab this bag. Whoop. So easy. All right. Now, Francisco Cruz says 4 Lost Origins. I have a bag, Francisco Cruz. Here we are. You ready? Sneep. Wow, somebody with F in their name opened some cards. Your beginning letter is less common to open packs for lately. The letter F. Here's Arcanine. Bark for me. Okay, Arcanine, very nice. Bronzor. Dude, what is this music? Hold on, let me take a look at this music. This is Earthbound music? I don't know how I feel about that. I guess let's turn on some Pokemon Gold Silver. That's me, says Cisco Cruz. What's up, man? Hope you're having a nice night. There we go. And, oh, a reverse holo Pikachu. We gotta sleeve that one. So nice. Shoop. Toss this away. Francisco Cruz, right here. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this Sunday night and Monday morning. Crazy how fast the time flies. Can't believe we're getting closer to the end of September. Jason McHenry, let's see what all this waifu hype is about. Okay, give me a moment. He says 10 jobless. Jobless reincarnation, right? Okay, so jobless is... It used to be there. Where did jobless go? Here we are. I found it. All right, jobless. We got 1, 2, 3. 10 of them. Boy, you guys must be tired. I haven't seen anyone say anything, but there's 200 people watching. Everybody chilling back. I sleepy, mister. You're sleepy? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You can't be sleepy. I'm sleepy, Mewtwo. You heard him, guys, scream about getting free Pokemons. Okay, I assumed you used all your store credit there. You wanted 2 AOTs. And 1 Hololive. More like Hollow Dead. Had a really rough day today. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm from Australia. It's 6 p.m. here. It's so sleepy. For a 5'3" fit girl with a sleeve, a Perez. There we go. Sweet. Energy. That's right. Yo, that's some boobies. Okay, we got 2 holo cards. We got a holo card. It's a little elf girl. Okay, some boobies there. A little elf girl again. Okay, that's hollow. 2 more hollows. Wow, man, we got a lot of hollows. Another hollow and another hollow. Damn, dude. Jason, I'm sorry. That's rough. It was only 10 packs, but it shows you how rough these packs can be. You're looking for a full art or signature card. Might have done a little sweeping there. Sweeping is when you clear out some cold packs. We should promote healthy drugs like crack. Oh, you got a full art over here, though. Nice. Full art bunny ear girl. Okay, lovely. Whew. Weed is bad for you. Crack is where it's at, says Alex. Alex here with the true information. Good job, Alex. / watch Breaking Bad and switch to crack. You'll never go back. There we go. All right, that's for Jason McHenry. Oh, Jason. Silly Jason McHenry. Was that supposed to be 10 packs? Counted 9. Also, there's a hollow you missed, I think. You counted 9. I tell you what. It's possible that there were 9. I'm just going to grab him another one because I would like for him to pull a full art. You misheard? Oh, God. Let me just grab the empty packs. I don't know if they're all here, but here's a bunch of them. Are there any more? All right, let me see if I can try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't miscount. False accusations. Mods. All right. Oh, heck, let's give him a free pack. We like Jason McHenry. He gets a free pack anyways. All right, Jason. Cross your fingers for the full art, okay? We'll give him this is pack number 11. I didn't miscount, but we're giving him a free one just cuz. All right. There was, in fact, another booby card to be had, so that's nice. But no full art came out. Whew. Jason McHenry with the JA. He's going to be... Where is he going to be? And need a bag. Oh, he needs a new bag. Okay, cool. That answers my question. Did you say free ones? Yes, sir. I gave him a free one. That's expensive to give out free ones. Here we are. The equation between making a profit and breaking even changes really rapidly each time you give out a free one. There we go. What are those hot anime girl cards called on the list for lurches? You're wondering what the sexiest girl cards are? It's Sneaker Bunko. See these guys? Sneaker Bunko. Very sexy. Okay, now we need to refresh. We have an order from Wilbur Viato, 5 more Hololive, and then ship. Wilbur, ah man, Jason kind of stepped right in and sniped another full art, so hopefully there's one more in here. Let me remove this box real fast. Sexy Bunko. It basically could be called Sexy Bunko. Hey, it's Aylin. Can you put the name bag as AJ and Aylin since he's a member already? I got to go with the PayPal name alone. So if the PayPal name's Aylin, the bag's going to be called Aylin. The reason for that is so that if I need to research what's going on with that bag, I know what the PayPal name is. And PayPal is real strict on searches. I can't like search for, you know, like messages or various keyword combinations. No, PayPal's just going to return your name. So I like to have your name on the bag because it makes the bag something I can research on PayPal if it needs to be researched. Now, what you could do is you can send me a message and tell me to put all your cards into someone else's bag. So if he already has a bag, tell me to go put all your cards into his bag. I can do that. But you got to tell me that in like a penny message or something. All right, you did pull a full art of the succubus. Look at that. Boy, that's a cute outfit. I need to get my wife the sweater. That's cute. I like the sweater. All right, what else? She just wants to play games with you. Teddy bear girl. Mister, I don't see Sneaker Bunko, the Lurch's list. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Sneaker Bunko is definitely on the menu. Should be anyways. Come on, signature. Swoop. No signature. Whoop. I still got that mail card you sent me a while back. Snorlax was looking at it today, actually. What? Ship my tiny bag, says Wilbur. Okay, Wilbur, let me grab that bag. Cool, thanks. When I pay for shipping, do you ship in the same day? Yeah, well, we print the label out and then it's handed off to Mr. John and he does the shipping. So it's pretty fast. Unless you ordered over the weekend. Is your wife real? She's real and she's actually sleeping in the room next to me. I'll go bring the camera out and prove it. I don't see it on the menu. It's on the menu. It's under the Weiss sets. All right, Wilbur. I tossed in some of your bulk again because up to a certain weight, we can do that when you're shipping. Now, I need to log in and find your address. That's what I need to do. Here we are, Mr. Wilbur. So Wilbur, I'm grabbing your address right now, the one in PayPal. So if your PayPal address is out of date, I'm using an out-of-date address. Just letting you know. Just using what you got in PayPal. All right, there we go. I hear GameConomist is now on OnlyFans channel. Very good. Gregory Pablo, 5 Dragon Maid, 1 Fates Collide. Okay. 1 Fates Collide. 5 Dragon Maid, huh? You mentioned Plasma Blast one time. Do you have those, or maybe it was 1 card? That's a good question. I got a lot of old booster boxes. I don't know what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still taking orders. We are done taking orders for the night. I would like to keep taking orders. It's already 3:08. It's my fault for starting so late. I wish I'd started at 11, but I might have been hanging out with my wife. Hanging all the way out. Sneep! So I had a good reason to be late. There we go. She made me pretty late. I'm about to make her late. Is my order counted? I assume it is. All right, Reverse Hollow Muse. Awesome, dude. Definitely grade this card. People love to buy this holographic Mew. Not a bad one. Okay, now let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a hollow and another hollow. We should do a black and white era box break or a 3-pack pack break. Sure, I could do that if you guys are interested in that. I mean, I have some stuff right now. Let me show you. Right there, Dragons Exalted. We were selling these before, and they were in a sort of like a triple pack break, and you know, it kind of slowed down, so I stopped offering them. And now I've been sort of leaking them into the live custom slowly. How can I be an alpha like you? You have to howl at the moon. Ah, woo! To be a true alpha. There we go. You also have to man spread. Always man spread. And you need to drink Mountain Dew and drive an F-150. There we go. How much a pack? What's even in those? We primals. Primals. Primals need to know what Liver King does on Saturday. All right, Gregory Pablo, let's find your bag. Yes, drink Mountain Dew. I heard Mountain Dew lowers sperm count. It probably does. Whew. I drive a car. These liberals. All these liberals think college is better than Donald Trump. Let's see who's next. We got Hamam, one live. You got it, Hamam. Shoot. Oh, it's so cold, Hamam. I'm sorry. That is a cold live custom. Super Dan, one brilliant star snipe. Oh, man, brilliant. Super Dan, we're actually really close to a brilliant star snipe. Alan took it before you, though. Starly. Oof. All right, Super Dan. I can't believe how close he was to that. He just about had that. Hey, Perez, don't forget the pallet of sardines. Liver is king. Chef Lionel's going to show what Liver King eats on Saturday. James Nogar says, one Japanese 25th celebrations. Okay. Yo, mister, is it annoying to ask you about a specific pricey slab to buy if you haven't put it on the table? You can ask about it. I don't know how I'm going to answer it, though. I need a new bag. I shipped. Thanks, James. I appreciate letting me know. Sneep. Cold pack. No golden Mew in here. Puts hair on your chest. Why eat vegetables when you could eat testicles? All right. Liver King. Subprimal. James Nogar. I hear eating Pokemon bulk makes you live longer. Francisco Cruz. He says, SLAB-AWAY, the 9.5 Japanese Dark Slowbro. You got it, man. Okay, this is going to be Francisco Cruz. So you're going to go right here. September, Francisco Cruz. It's going to say, oh, Slowbro, Dark Slowbro. 165. You got it, man. Boop. All right, let's get a new card on the table. Here's the Dust Docs. Here is this beautiful Remoraid. I think the Remoraid's actually not a junk card. Here is a trainer card, PSA 10 Cerulean City Gem. Now, I lowered that one because I figured, you know, it's a trainer card. I don't think anyone wants to have a trainer card. But this is, I am going to treat this as a junk card, this Dust Docs. So it's dropping down to 36. Just because it's, you know, it's a bit more modern. Okay. Now, Francisco actually already contributed $25 to the Dark Slowbro, which means we're going to drop him down to 140. There you go. Thank you, man. Andrew Hudson, 10 Lost Origins, 5 Evolving Skies, 8 for shipping. Please ship it all. If there's already a bag and it's not shipped yet, use the extra 8 for another Evolving Skies. There is already shipping paid for my bag. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need another box. If Slugma and Diglett got in a fight, who would win? Slugma and Diglett, huh? Definitely Slugma balls. He would win. There we go. Right on. 2, 3. Let's recount this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so we take this one back. Aha. Now, let's be honest. Diglett learns Earthquake, right? So what's going to beat a Diglett? Seriously. All right, good luck, Andrew Hudson. Dark Slowbro, a top 5 rocket card. Dude, I agree. He's awesome. Evil Slowbro. Steep. A. Hudson says, thank you. No problem, man. Look at all these little pieces flying everywhere. Maybe we should look up and see if you've got a bag before we actually open these, because you said if the bag already shipped, that you'll pay for a fresh round of shipping. But if it's still here, you've already paid for a round of shipping. So let's see. Oh, here it is, Andrew Hudson. All right. So you're going to need 1 more Evolving Skies in that case. Aha, the special pack. Love this old silver music. Do you think we should send the Charizard for G? Oh, definitely for G. Victini Raichu. Rubber Glove. Lycanroc. Chill, Lycanroc. Jesus. Here's Nuzleaf. And Tropius. That's pretty bad. I'm sorry, man. That's a rough round of Evolving Skies. How about Lost Origin? Lost Origin can't treat you this bad. Let's get the 3rd Altart tonight. That'd be nice. Box of Disasters. There's Charizard. Mom, I want Charizard. There we go. Make some room for someone else to get a hit. Oh, that's nice of you. Here's Aerodactyl Full Art. The Hollow's a nice color that contrasts with the physics. Shiny, can I be your nephew? Here's Riley. Shubbit. And finally, Greedent. Well, the Lost Origins were more average, okay? So you did pick up a full art, but you also picked up the card behind it, which was the Charizard. And that's actually kind of fair. That's a decent round. The Evolving Skies, on the other hand, that was pretty cold, so that was a tough round. So there you are. That's what I think of your round. Nice of you to order. I appreciate that. Andrew, let's see if I've shipped you before. Got a feeling that I've never shipped you before. Oh, it says we have shipped an Andrew Hudson. Andrew, I have an address for you that begins with the number 5. That's what I'll be using. All right, very good. Mr. Michael Jackson once said, "What about sunshine? What about rain?" What? There we go. You sent the Evo Hollow character. All right, that's it. We're done. Woohoo! Thank you, everyone, for another great night. I had a lot of fun. We'll be back on for Monday. I'll see you guys at work tomorrow, okay? Get back to work. See you guys later.